Gangster. 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 Gangster.
Terra Montana. Ricky Licks.
Hey.
2015. You done now, it's long awaited, man.
Yeah.
Outside the East Side family, you're there. Yeah. Outside the UK massive. Champagne Bubbly TV. Knowledge is power. Outside the anti-social massive. Where we going now? Yeah. So I might hit him with a little trap flow. High grade, just you know, a bag low. I can see from afar on these flat roads. Get stopped by the boy, them I never chat no. They're done the vanish, disappear on the back road. Queen Elizabeth vibe to stack so much, but I run out of places to stash no. And I ain't one to take it to the bank, bro. Give me the rhythm and let me slow it down. But you never thought I'd be riding this sound. 2015, licks of Montana done, know we're gonna shut things down. They're never on the level with the east side sound. Go back to your seaside town. Put all your brethren to clowns and all of your clown friends fiend for the brown. Glass of Alizé in one hand, a big blunt in the other. I'm looking out over the city in a rough side, working out who's undercover. These days I'm like, rude boy, who are you? We ain't family, you ain't my brother. Move with your little side man, motherfucker. I heard your lyrics and I thought, shut up. Cause I'm still sitting here. Nah, never been done up. Your boy then run off. When yard man pull up and start whiling out and let the gun shut up. The street get blocked up, the block get locked up. That wouldn't even matter if you didn't show off. They're like licks and terror. Yeah, them man a shower. Shit. Licks. Terra Montana.
Mad. 10 years.
10 years.
About time we give him a
Finally we made this happen for you.
Bro. We need to.
Long time coming, top man gun and watch them Hussein Bolt when the bad boys coming.
Yeah.
Too many rappers quick to jump the Corey. Sell out their fan for the slice of glory. Cold Kathleen in jail, that's my story. 90% of their shit, Jack and Nori. You're too sheepish, you're too corny. Do something new, be an individual, be an innovator. Capture your spiritual. Find God, we can meet in the sky. Never suck off the devil for a piece of the pie. Never back down, I'll meet you tonight. Barely not phased, bring who you like. You got a right hook, but I got a nice knife. And I promote it, fuck the silence. If they want war, then I'll bring the violence.
Crazy.
Is that what man saying? Man saying yo, Terra. I'm gonna pep up a verse on this. Yeah, man, I just sitting here, man, I just chilling here, man, I just winning here, man, I just spitting here. Yeah, we are killing this shit. Track after track, we're building that here. The beat gets a beat, I'm not killing that here. I am never feeling that here. I'll split you wigging that here. You're more last time, never quitting that here. I got it, I tell them, I spit it, just spell them. My voice is a weapon, I'll duke in the taking. I'm first, not second, you start, I will dead them. Fuck Will Smith, cause I am legend. You're not better on the road. Sam and Lamb, you're not better with the flows. Jump on set, get back on the shows. You diss my mum, you get a dagger in your nose.
Woo. Classic, man.
This my mum, you'll get a dagger in the nose. You know them ones?
Yeah, but that's the sort of shit you did used to say. I don't know, I used to say shit like that. Fuck that.
Hey, Gangsta Hippy podcast, we're fucking back. We're back. We've had a little break. We're in the new surroundings, do you know what I mean? New space we got and it's looking nice, bro. I'm not gonna lie, what are you saying, Bucky? We're looking good out here.
It's absolutely dope.
We got the main man in the background there.
Yeah, Will Smith.
Love to Will, he's watching us at all times. But yeah, most importantly, we had to bring a special guest for the new show, for the new podcast, you know what I mean? So we had to bring a legend in. What's good, Terra?
What you saying, my brother? How you
What's
doing?
good, my bro?
Yes, man.
What's good, my bro?
Long awaited, bro. Long awaited.
Long awaited. We've been trying to make this happen for a while,
I know,
bro.
man. I know. I was supposed to come on before. I know.
You know what I mean?
I know, man. I know. It's good to be here with
Yeah,
you, bro.
bro.
It's been long, man. I've not seen you for a minute, bro.
It's been a minute, yeah. It's been a minute,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Yeah, so Terra Montana, do you know what I mean?
Yo, man. How you doing,
Not just Norwich legend, not just EA legend, but all round UK legend, do you know
Come
what
on,
I mean?
bro. We're doing this.
You've been doing this thing a hot second, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro.
You've been doing this thing even longer than me, bro.
I don't know, man. You think?
I reckon you have,
I
definitely.
don't know, man. We were shouting out your name when you was on holiday back when we was in school, you know?
Yeah, of course.
So, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But how you been anyway,
Yeah,
bro?
I've been good, man. I've been good. I've just been doing this music thing, looking after the kids. Just doing that, really, bro.
Because I thought you had 1 or 2, but
No, I got 5, bro.
putting in work.
I got 5
bro.
kids now, bro. 1, 2, 4 daughters and a son, man. So yeah, it's just we've just been raising the kids, man.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah,
Bless
raising the
up.
kids. When I can get time to be around, because we've been performing a lot around the country and we've been doing a lot of fucking music around the world, actually. So it's been a bit hard to mix everything up in between,
Yeah.
trying to get everything at the same time and keep everyone happy,
Yeah, balance,
I heard
right.
that.
Yeah, man, it's a bit, but we've been doing what we can while we can do it,
Yeah, no, I heard that.
Yeah, bro.
So you've been worldwide.
Yeah, man, we've been traveling countries. We did 6 countries last year. We've just been pushing the sound. I've been trying to. They don't know about our sound in certain countries. It's hard to teach them because they don't even understand English.
Yeah.
What do you mean by your sound?
Like garage. We do like garage.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the people who don't know, we do garage, bassline, grime, 140, anything 140 BPM party music.
And they don't have people in their
Sometimes.
countries doing that.
No, they don't.
So it's super authentic to them.
Say it's Koh Phangan is a little island just off Thailand, right? So I was
Yeah.
over there with Naturalists, big up Naturalists.
Big up naturalist.
But they was playing like they didn't have my sound out there. They were just playing tech house, funky house,
yeah.
all that the house sound
Yeah.
and a lot of acoustic music. So it was live drums, saxophone stuff. No
Bongos.
no MCs, yeah. So last year I went out there and I made little moves, and now there's MCs out there in garage. So
Boom.
we did what we had to do. So this year we're gonna.
So you set the wave.
Yeah, we set the wave out there, bro. We showed them what's going on now.
So when you say we, who's we? You, naturalist?
Yeah, me, Naturalist. We've got my DJ Ash as well. He's putting in a lot of work. His girlfriend Lily, she's putting in a lot of work. Who else? There's just there's a whole new wave of DJs out there. Like we've been around the city for a fair few years. You see people come and go. The waves, like our sound, hip hop's always around, but garage and stuff, it's always fighting with drum and bass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sometimes we're down, but right now we're up. But there's a new wave. Tyler Gray, he's coming through, promoter. There's a lot of things going on in like Space Studios. The younger generation are making big sound.
Yeah.
So when you go out there, what are you going out there to do? One gig, or you're out there doing a couple gigs?
But when I'm on a different country,
Yeah.
So it depends. Like when I was in Thailand, I was there for like 6 events, but I was there for like a month. So we was caning it. But then I did Malta as well. We did Sundown, so I was only there for 3 days, just over the weekend, just done that. So it really depends on the bookings, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
What's going on? Yeah, man.
Yeah, boy, it's good to see that you're getting yourself out and about.
Yeah,
like, do you know
man.
what I
We're
mean?
just pushing it, bro. That's what I mean. I'm trying to get studio time. Like I'm trying to mix studio time with event time. I can't really mix them. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to mix and blend. I haven't got the time. It's just time, innit?
Yeah.
Everyone's different. Like when we were like obviously off camera talking about it earlier, like sometimes you do the live shit. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. Sometimes like when you're writing, that it's hard. Like, what do you want to say if you're constantly like?
Yeah, because you can't be banging out the new bars in a rave. No one knows them. You know what I mean? So you're constantly just smashing out these.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll write out these tunes. I'll write out 10 tunes. I'll smash the shit out of them bars for 10 months. Just so everyone knows them. So when I'm in there, everyone's aware, you know?
Yeah.
So let's take it back anyway. Where was you born and raised, Terra? You Norwich born?
Nah, I'm from London originally, but I moved to
What part of London you
East
from?
London, Bow.
East
From
London,
East,
yeah.
My mum from
proper
South.
Cockney, yeah.
Yeah, proper.
Yeah.
All right, mate.
Because you've always had a bit of that
Jelly
kind of
deals,
Yeah, my family's from London. But we moved to Norwich when I was 8.
Yeah,
My mum moved here, my dad's there. So I've been back and forward for all my life between them two.
yeah.
And then I had kids in Norwich.
Was your mum involved in music in any way, or she just...
Yeah. My mum's was a promoter back in the day. She just knows she's from. I grew up on Pirate Radio,
That's what I was going to say, yeah, because like Style FM and all
Style
that back
FM.
in the day.
Yeah. I grew up on Toddy and them listening.
Yeah. I was with Toddy last night.
I grew up listening to them.
DJ Venom.
Old type Venom. Yeah, man. Naturalist again. He owned the station, didn't he?
Yeah.
So my mum was heavily involved with them. Yeah, and my dad's a DJ. So that's because I was a DJ at school. That's how this is all. This is the seed of me.
Yeah,
the school. Me and Luke.
Yeah,
he was my MC, but and I was his DJ in the Spinny before.
Big up LB.
Yeah, big up
Boy.
Luke, man. Yeah, man. So that was it. That's the birth of that. Yeah, so I've come from there to here.
Where did you move? What part of Norwich did you grow up in?
I'm from Beaufort.
Innit?
Beaufort.
Yeah. So you're
Spent
from
a lot of
them
time
parts.
there. Yeah, man. That's where the foundations of grime round here come from. Beaufort. Yeah, bro.
My family from Beaufort.
Huh?
My family from Beaufort.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Literally went to a funeral last week, and the wake was in the Norquay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all good.
I've not been there for a fair fucking few years.
So obviously, like you say, you had it in your blood with your mum, your dad.
Yeah.
So when did you actually start getting into things? When did you start writing or spitting? What?
When I was a DJ first, when I was about 12, I got my first set of decks from my dad.
Yeah.
I was just mixing and stuff.
Technics, what?
No, belt drives, old school belt drives.
Yeah.
Shit, Hyundai. No,
If you can mix on the belt drives, you can mix them.
Bro,
yeah.
They was not good, fam. You know what I mean? I got my little selection of garage, old school garage, like house. You know, 1990s.
Yeah.
You know that kind of shit. I used to have to mix on them, fucking with these belt drives, bruv. And then from there, ended up going spinny. Shout out Dawn and Sonia.
Yeah, big up Dawn
and Toddy. Yeah. Then
so you was going there when it was
the spinny before.
Yeah. The house next door to Five Ways.
Before then, bro. When it was in a swimming pool in our school.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. After.
It's mad. What future? So that became Future.
Nah.
No.
So it started there, innit?
It started in the spinny in our school. Then it went to the dentist.
Yeah.
And then they did a Princess Trust thing.
Boom.
Me and Luke did that with them.
And then it was one of the first lottery funded things, weren't it? That's how they got the big.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Me and Luke were like the little project people that they showed.
Yeah.
Shout out Luke again. Yeah.
Yeah. No, they got born all day because he's a part of it.
Yeah, he's the foundation, bro. Yeah, I was his DJ. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Bourne was always sick.
Yeah, he is still. You know what I mean? I try and get him in the
just
studio to this day, but it takes long in there now.
Yeah, he never threw himself into it, but I feel like he could have definitely done it.
He could have done, yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. We can't.
That's fair play. Some people are like that, isn't it? Like everyone used to get involved, and then some people are like, no, I don't really want to do that anymore. Yeah. And that's fine as well. It's like, yeah, fair play.
Yeah. So times change, don't they? Everyone does their own thing. He was obviously, everyone grows up and does what they do, don't they?
Of course.
Yeah, everyone's different with them.
Yeah. But fucking, because I remember hearing you on tapes and shit when I was on jail. People were sending me in tapes.
Yeah, because we were shouting you out in the parties. We was obviously Jenny Lynn house parties. Fucking, we was everywhere. House parties was our thing.
I remember you were about when you were young.
Yeah, young man, 12, 13, we was smashing the house parties. That's our thing. We used to get Rip, You remember, I'll shout out Rip. He used to get in with the trolley and the decks, speakers and the records. He used to push it to Jenny Lynn from Ireland, bruv. You don't know about the missions we used to do to have these parties, bro. Yeah, set that shit up, man, and fucking tight legs,
That's actually the spirit of fucking hip hop.
The foundation.
When people talk about hip hop, that's what it's like. Not exactly that, but that's what it means. It's like the commitment to get the decks out.
That's what I mean. Nowadays, everyone's got. It's all digital now, isn't it? They don't have to carry nothing apart from a USB. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you still don't get problems, though.
Oh, bro, we had to have trolleys of speakers and
equipment. You know what I mean? Like,
it was proper.
Someone holding your crates of vinyls. And
you know what I mean?
You know
proper box of vinyls, bro.
Yeah, vinyl was the thing back then. Do you know what I mean? But
I remember I was in my high school band. I remember pushing our guitar amps literally from village to village. So we played in the village hall somewhere, and basically with all the rave crew.
It's crazy.
And they were like, "Why don't you come down and play as well?" So we did, we organised it. We played and we couldn't even get a gear back, so we literally pushed it all back. Probably about 2 miles just walking.
Exactly, that's them sort of times though. Yeah, crazy times, bro. Used to kick the DJ off. There used to never be no microphone. Used to nick his headphones, use it for a mic. Remember them days, bro? You can't even mix, bro. Just play the tunes.
People don't know how easy they've got it nowadays.
20 man on the mic, bro. Just fucking going off, mate.
Yeah, because my boys who I grew up with, they obviously started with link up with your boys.
Exactly. That's how.
And all that.
Yeah. Then we had Sonny. Shout out Sonny and Todd. You know what I mean? Everyone started connecting, bro. Through music, bro. We all it was a type, bro.
I used to get photos. People would send me in photos of random parties and fucking, do you know what I mean?
You was always
I was hearing you lot before I'd met any of you lot, do you know what I mean?
We was caning it, fam. Yeah, we was caning it, bro.
And that was mostly like drum and bass and all that.
Drum and bass, a bit of garage. Mainly drum and bass them days, though, That was when it was proper, when the party.
Because I always think of you as a grime MC.
Yeah.
But you're all of that, innit? You know what I mean?
I come
drum
from
and bass, jungle, grime.
Yeah. Well, I started on drum and bass. And then I like, but do you know why this is, because my mum liked drum and bass, so I grew up on that. I like garage, though. So when I got to a bit older, I listened to what I liked to listen to. You know them ones? But that was before grime was invented, bro. So then when grime was invented,
Because I was actually
Bro.
thinking
Yeah,
that.
because garage
I think
was.
you were about it like in Norwich, like MCing and doing what somebody would call a grime MC before grime was actually a
Yeah,
thing.
because it wasn't called grime. When
I
was
remember,
doing it.
I
We didn't have
remember
an
Terra,
name back
like
then.
City College and
Yeah,
like random little.
that's 2005.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that is.
I was already
2000
popping in college.
That is 2005.
Yeah,
like,
so I'd already done work before then. You know what I mean?
super young. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, now
And
Terra's
you were
been a
rapping.
legend from day, bro. Do you know what I mean?
No, what I mean is, but the sound was what then went on to be grime. Like you.
Yeah, because Pole set all the. There's tunes out there what are garage, yeah, but they are grime, aren't they?
Yeah.
When I think of garage, I think of like old house parties and stuff. When the garage come on, that was more accessible for the girls.
Yeah, that's right, bro. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So when grime come along,
Mm.
that was very male orientated, weren't it? Do you think?
Yeah,
Would you agree with that?
Yeah. It gave us a chance to spit bars, didn't it? There was no lyrics in the fucking tune. It was just because that's what all we were trying to do in garage, wasn't we? We was looking for breaks in the vocal to spit a little 16. I'll bring you flowers. Right, you know what I mean? With grime now, we were just getting that pattern straight through, and it give everyone a chance. And I don't think women really felt that. They're feeling the flowers.
Because I was in jail. And obviously, like, pretty much everyone around me, we all listened to rap. Not just rap, but American rap, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Before I went to jail, I'd listen to a bit of Skinny Man and Task Force and people like that. But really, it's American rap.
Right.
And then I was in jail, I was in Aylesbury. And then I started hearing people like Dizzy, Wiley, and the sound started to change in the UK, and when these guys come along.
Dizzy's Rascals' first album, if you go back and listen to it, I think it won a Mercury Award at the time, but like it is actually just fantastic. Just so different.
Yeah.
Compared to any other fucking music that's ever. It's just like, and I know I'm not saying he was the first person to do it. It's just that.
It's an argument that though, isn't it? But is he? Because
it was the most.
The only reason Wiley would have understood who he was is if he was
popular.
doing something in the first place. Because Wiley was already big.
Yeah.
From garage. That's why that's the reason. If I was listening to Pay As You Go and them kind of MCs from garage, they're the reason. They're grime now. Like, you know what I mean? Like Wiley was there. Fucking. There's a lot of garage MCs that were actually grime MCs, man.
Yeah.
Do you know
So
what I
they
mean?
was garage MCs, they went into grime.
Yeah, but there was already, like, the tunes were dark, bro. Do you know what I mean? These garage tunes were coming out, like Slimzy and that was playing track, Cameo and that, like original garage DJs, but they were playing grimy track, Slimzy and that, bro. Like, fucking, but we
You've
didn't have a
probably
name.
seen it yourself as well when you've been at raves and the DJ switches, do you know what I mean? And the whole energy of the place changes, do you know what I mean? I've seen it where people have gone from like wanting to chat up birds and dance to all of a sudden everyone's eyeing each other up because the energy's changed. Do you know what I mean? This just, you're both playing garage, but it's a different type of garage,
vibe,
and all of a sudden the energy's changed and it's kicked off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's nice these days. It doesn't happen really in a lot of clubs I've been in. Everyone's like on a nice level now.
Yeah.
The atmosphere, the crowd is a different. The generation now are not on violence in there.
No.
Yeah, good.
So we can do that. Like back in the day, you couldn't play POW. There's been gunshots have been let off in Birmingham from playing that tune. Do you know what I mean? Like, but now it wouldn't. You could play that and be happy. You know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different and calm presence in the clubs now. So it's a nice thing. You can get away with a lot more when it comes to music.
But before I forget as well, big up Billy Boy, because we played that track at the
Big
start.
up Billy, man. Yes, man.
Do you know what I mean? How did you link up with Billy Boy?
I've known him for a fair few years. I was in a little collective called Knowledge Is Power way back when. Big up Jack Matthews, Billy Boy, everyone there. And I connected with a few of them, and Billy Boy was cool. You know what I mean? And then ended up linking up, meeting each other properly. You know, going to each other's areas and that. Still talk to him to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He's
So Knowledge Is Power, that was like people from all different ends around.
Yeah, that was Jack Matthews. He was like one guy, like a manager, if you like, and he was selecting MCs from around the country and putting us all together. And
Did the old Malcolm McLaren.
He was doing good though, man. He was making things work. You know what I mean? No, he was doing good, man. But I don't know what happened with him.
Like, 'cause some people see it, don't they? They might. I've seen it before with loads of different shit where people are like, "Oh, this is really good."
People who's got,
and you need that sometimes.
people who's got it in their blood, like yourself, like you're gonna be doing. You're always gonna be around it. But some people come in business minded, thinking they're gonna come in, make something happen. They pump loads of time, effort, energy, money. It don't work out, and they get the fuck out.
But sometimes
Which is fair enough as well, because it takes a lot out of you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
everything he did
Sometimes-
on paper, everything Jack did on paper, like if he was to put his business plan on there, it would have made sense. But I don't think it worked for him.
Yeah.
How it should have worked for him. But it didn't.
Things
be the
cost
most-
so much money as well, like, even just to try and really push a music out. To
Yeah, well,
really
I just
push
think
them
that the
does
people
actually
that
cost a lot of money.
he was trying to help wasn't trying to help themselves.
Yeah,
They were saying, "Okay, cool, yeah, Jack, do everything for me." Then they were turning up to a rave and not telling anyone they're going to be there.
I've got a manager now. He does everything.
You know,
for me.
like, bro, you still got to do your work and help
yeah.
everyone. Like, everyone's got to play their position to make things.
Yeah, it
fucking
doesn't
spark,
mean you
man.
don't do anything. It means you've got somebody helping you.
Yeah,
do
you've got
what
someone
you're
pushing
doing.
you. Like, I don't mean sit up.
That's what I mean. People think people just blow up. I was talking earlier, been watching the Wu-Tang series, do you know what I mean? But them lot really, like, there was a lot of them and they put everything into it. They was putting their posters up and printing their own shit. They was all doing it at the start. Yeah, they got their big break, but it takes a lot of fucking work, do you know what I mean?
You know that,
a lot
bro.
of
As an artist yourself,
sacrifices.
you understand the game more than anyone, mate.
Of course.
A lot of sacrifices.
Oh,
do you know?
no, I've actually
Sometimes you
got
have to choose, like, music over relationships with people
bro.
and all kinds of things, do you know what I
Bro,
mean?
man, like, because of music, bro, like, I didn't see my kids for, like, a year, maybe a little bit more than a year, bro. You know what I mean? Because of situations that come with what we're doing, like nightclubs and being there and fucking being there. You know, you're fucking doing in Italy. You know what I mean? It don't work for a family.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So in fact, to sacrifice things to make things work to get where we are. You know.
Yeah, but you're managing to balance it all out right now.
Yeah. For now.
Yeah.
For now, bro. You know?
Nah, for sure. What sort? You said your mum was into drum and bass and jungle. What sort of music was in your house growing up?
A lot of lovers rock, reggae, like old jungle, underground shit. There used to be this one guy called I can't remember his name, 80. I remember I was a little kid and he used to sell tapes. He used to come around my mum's house with bare tapes and sell my mum tapes. She used to have bare underground shit. And she used to have
like the old Dreamscape tapes?
Dreamscapes, Helter Skelters and shit. Yeah, man. Fucking
remember
all
them
old school
packs
things.
there,
Yeah, man. And I remember she used to have a set of Jamo 365s, some big
dope.
speakers on wheels, man.
I
Some
remember
big
that.
separates, bro. Technics ting and that. Kenwood actually fucking used to set the house on fire.
Kenwood and Technics. They
You know
were
what I'm
the
saying? It
ones,
was some
weren't they?
big ting, bro. She used to just blast that out, bro. And I was just there listening, vibrating. Yeah, that's what made me love music like I do, bro.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Grew up on that bass line, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I grew up on that. And then my uncle, he's a DJ as well, Sidewinder and them events and that.
So I've said, Terra, I've seen you before. I think we were going to interview before, but it never happened. The Clashes. Do you enjoy the Clashes? I've seen some good Clashes.
Bro, what, my clashes?
Yeah,
But guess what? I've lost every one of them, you know?
Oh,
I don't even know why I do that.
There was one though, wasn't
No,
there?
I'm not even a clasher, man.
No, I think there was one where I was like,
I lost everyone.
You didn't lose it at all.
I did, bro. Every single person I've ever clashed, I feel like I've lost, bro.
What do you mean by what, making tracks against each other or up in each other's face?
I've been on like up in
No,
each
there's
other's
a
face.
couple of like, I don't, yeah.
Who you want about? What, locals? Have you
No,
back?
there's some pretty cool ones, man. Like some good.
What, on the internet, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about when I was in Sheffield.
Some good Clashes.
Bruv, it's like putting a great white shark in crocodile water, mate.
Straight.
It don't work, bruv. Them man ate me up, mate. I thought I was a G until I went up there, bruv.
Why did they?
Clash,
What
mate.
was the problem?
No, it's,
So do you know what it was?
Oh,
No,
you
okay,
know very
AK,
well,
he's like the
man.
general up there. No, he's not, but he's up there, you know, like them scum fam lot, Tez Kid and that. Shout out all them, man. But anyway, so they're like, yeah, we're setting up a clash, yeah, with me and one of their guys.
Right.
I'm like, cool. No problem. I'm fucking whatever. But
you're
now,
ready.
I smoked him, yeah, and he's up and come, like, we were making tunes for each other, and I was smoking him. And them Sheffield man thought, fuck. So they pulled him out and put some next brother in out of the middle of nowhere, yeah.
Right.
And I'm already thinking, I'm smoking him. Fuck it, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro,
And they pulled out the gimp.
they pulled out the Yeah, they they did, bro.
Yeah. They
The
just
brother
keep
was
him
serious,
chained up
bro.
for special
Nah,
occasions.
fair
been
play,
waiting
'cause
for it, bro.
people out
I
there
got
have
there
got
ready.
bars, bro, aren't they?
Ah, yeah, they're serious up there, bro.
Mate, no,
Shows
but
you
any
the difference, man.
You only have to like see with the internet nowadays. Like people have bars, don't they? Like so much.
Yeah, bro,
People
I lost
do
every clash I've ever been in,
incredible
man. I'm not
things
even
all
gonna lie,
the
but
time.
up there showed me like, bro, you're good on the stage, but not clashing, bruv. They're serious.
I thought that.
You know
I was
why? Because their words, their accent, yeah.
I brought it up
how
'cause I
they
thought you
talk,
did really well.
their words rhyme better than ours. Their accent just rhymes, bruv. So they can chat shit and it don't even. Look, if we said what they said, it wouldn't rhyme, bruv.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're Yorkshire
Something
accent.
simple like we say arse.
That's what
Someone
we've got
might
to
say
start
ass.
character.
What they say, bath, fast,
Ass,
cash.
ass.
Yeah, they've got so many more vocabulary things to say with their accent,
Yeah,
bruv.
no, that's what is like
They're
up
just
north
fucking
now. A
silly
lot of
with
the
it.
MCs are blowing up in the
Yeah,
mainstream.
they're
innit?
silly with it, bruv, because of the accent, man. Like K-Dot, for example, he's from Sheffield, and to me, he's the best MC in grime.
I don't know. I
sick,
think it's your job as a rapper to make it work. Huh?
Yeah, no, I'm not
Not
saying
your
that, but
job,
that's an
but
advantage. No, but that's their advantage because
get what
they
you're
can just
saying,
roll
but
off the tongue like
then you
their accent
think
is
of the
easy to
amount of,
say
like,
things.
For instance, in our music, when we like the amount of colloquialisms that we use, like
Hip hop's probably the hardest thing
in
to
our,
ever
yeah,
write
I
to.
mean, we have our own fucking things that we say in the way we say it.
Remember, give me some more, Busta Rhymes. Pass with the ass, give me the cash, I'm with the ass. But that'd be harder for blast with the arse. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Boss of the course.
Bro, that man,
Yeah.
Boss.
That man-
Did
yeah.
he part? Did he part?
Do you see on the internet where the Americans, they take the piss out of the accent, do you know what I mean? But at the same time, like, one thing you didn't get, especially in hip-hop, I don't know how much you've barely been into hip-hop,
I listen to it, man.
but like with UK hip-hop, all of the early UK hip-hop all sounded American, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And it weren't, do you know Rodney P?
Yeah.
When Rodney P come out, London Posse, then they started proper like London accent and things started changing, do you know what I mean? But all the
Don't you
old-
think garage give that sort of inspiration and grime as well?
Yeah.
Because I feel like when grime started when MC started coming out, a lot of MCs started spitting English as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Because even
I don't-
garage MCs was a little American.
Now there's UK hip hop.
Yeah, flavour. Like they all used to have that
They were
same
that
thing.
swagger.
Hyper
You know what I mean?
in the danger.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It wasn't raw English, like
Yeah,
how we're
yeah.
talking.
Alexa.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like everyone sounded like Romeo.
Exactly.
Romeo done.
Romeo done.
Yeah.
Fair
Flavour.
play though. But when
yeah.
Big Nasty does that now, everyone's like, "This is the sickest shit ever." Flavor.
But yeah, no, big
Yeah.
influence.
Big up Big Nasty.
as well. Yeah, I think everyone just needed to everyone needed to have a door to see to be able to do that because everyone was just following because that's all we knew, didn't we? Americans, because they was on top, they were running the game.
But some of them
Yeah.
American
It's nice
rappers,
to
like,
see the English artists coming through.
Yeah, it is, bro. Yeah, it
there's
is.
some
man.
like great ones. from
Central
UK,
C
like-
and all them, like, do you know what I mean?
but I think,
Even if
like-
he's not our cup of tea, he is like.
doing bits.
But
man.
when we're talking, like, you know, for me, like one of my favorite is Nas. You know, we're talking the storytelling. Do you know what I mean? Like the crazy. You know,
Hip-hop's very,
And I know, like,
Not just like, you got to remember how old he was when he dropped his first album.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like fucking.
But he's still like.
He's like fucking 17,
still going.
18,
But he's still
making
going
them
now.
songs.
Yeah,
All I
that's
mean
legendary shit,
is like that is the level.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, like that is crazy rhyming, and like not in a like a live thing, not it's real storytelling it from.
Yeah, but if you put Nas, if no one knew Nas and no one knew Terra, and you put them both
Together,
in a rave, Terra would pop off because
Yeah.
not in every situation is a deep hip hop lyricist appreciated.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a
But it depends
whole
what
different
beats,
thing.
exactly.
Like with you,
yeah,
it's not
of
just
course.
about lyrics, but it's about flow and sound
Yeah.
and your voice and everything. Do
Energy.
you know what I mean? Getting people.
MCing.
Yeah, MC, not a rapper. But if we was on like Westwood, then it would be different game. Nas would be like, do you know what I mean? People would be,
Yeah.
he'd win that one.
I'm not saying you should be
listen.
battling that other way. What
No, you know what I mean? No,
I won't talk about you. I've just meant how deep the Americans.
Yeah.
You know how deep it is ingrained. Like
Yeah, but even you've got it even within hip hop. Do you know what I mean? You've got your party MCs, your Busta Rhymes, your Missy.
You do.
Do you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
you've got your Nas's and your Wu-Tangs that are deep. Like you sit down, smoking a booth, listening to the bars. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I bet if you go to a lot of their shows, it's dead because it's not got energy. They've got. I've seen fucking. I've seen Wu-Tang shows. I remember seeing like a Master Killer show. and the audience was dead.
You about this the Wu-Tang Clan?
Nah, because it's a different thing.
Yeah,
It's a different thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know what I
it is,
mean?
it is.
Like you could be an okay garage MC or drum and bass MC and get
I'd
the crowd
rather go-
hype,
I'd also
but
rather-
it's saying the right things, innit?
Yeah.
Ollie, ollie, ollie. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I'd rather go to a small gig.
Lex,
than
you know
a big
us,
gig
you know-
than
you got to throw a bit of that.
You
in
should
there.
be a grime MC or a garage MC. You know, you got the formula. All you got to do, bruv, yeah?
Believe it or not, the first bars I ever spat were at house parties to drum and bass.
Yeah?
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Before I started writing to hip hop in jail, like obviously I was with fucking Steph and Todd and
Yeah,
Scully,
yeah,
and
yeah.
we were at house parties,
Yeah.
drum bass, fucking basic bars, but that's where the first bars I ever put together was on drum and bass because that's what we was all
That's what we
listening
was doing,
to.
yeah. That was the sound of that
You know what I
time.
mean?
Yeah. No, for sure, bro.
But you don't sit in jail and think I want to write a drum and bass song. Of course, you're going through all this pain and madness, and
Bruv, yeah.
so you sit down and
Yeah, I'm
write to a
gonna
Mobb
write
Deep
I'm gonna write a tune about how life is great, and I'm like,
No,
no,
but-
but new whip.
You could, if you could master that, it would bang, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
And to be fair, hip hop bars do go on drum and bass, instrumentals.
Of course.
Yeah. And Bob vice versa.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
there's some classics. Do you know what I
music
mean?
is music, and it
Super,
doesn't all.
super sharp shooter.
When we
on,
say
bro.
hip hop,
That's a Method Man bar, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
when we say hip hop though, it doesn't have to mean.
Check it.
it's
I'm
in
the fucking
everything.
man who the
Yeah. You're right. Is that Method Man?
That's Method Man.
All these years I never knew that.
Yeah,
you know.
that's Method Man.
Oh, bro. All these years I never knew.
Yeah.
That.
10 Ricky Nix get
But I know
10
that.
hip-hop
I know
boys.
exactly that tune.
Yeah. Nah, do you know what I mean? Fucking Fugees, Ready or Not. When you
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
that on a
yeah.
fucking,
Ready or Not.
some of them classics,
Come on,
they
bruv.
just go. Good.
You're right, bro. I didn't
Good
even
music
think.
just blending. That's the thing about music, like,
You can fusion it together nicely,
of course.
bro. Yeah, I never
Especially
thought of that.
nowadays.
About that. Radio
You might get someone mixing rock music with techno music, but you get the right
Well,
formula.
Jay-Z, he
Anything
did,
can
he did a
blend.
tune with that Aerosmith, didn't he? Once
No, he done it with
was it Aerosmith?
what were they called?
Hey, Run DMC in there.
No,
Nah.
he did a rock thing, innit?
Who did?
Guns N' Roses. No, who was it?
No, you're on about tired of being what you want me to be.
Hey,
Feeling so happy.
you got any
What
horns
are they
over there?
called? Not Lincoln. Who them?
Linkin Park.
Lincoln Park and they done a whole album together, didn't they?
Oh, God.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Could be more with the book.
Yeah. But that had been done. Aerosmith
That- yeah, you
and
can
Run DMC.
Was that who it was?
Walk This Way.
Yeah, that's the one.
In the video, they had the two rooms. You had the rockers in one room. Do you know what I mean?
That was the one.
He's swinging like I just don't care.
Yeah, nah, music. Do you know what I mean? That's. I always like used to like hearing the reggae influence in jungle. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think a fucking reggae artist
Oh, I
just
love
sounds
jungle.
dope.
Especially a dark jungle
Mate,
instrumental, you know what I mean?
I love jungle.
A proper underground
yeah.
one. Proper bass line.
Yeah, I like.
You know what I mean?
So
That
when it
early
comes to reggae,
jungle.
I like roots reggae.
Yeah, roots
I
reggae.
like
is
just
alright.
roots reggae.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about the 80s shit,
No,
the dizzy shit. That doesn't bother me. I like
roots.
proper roots reggae.
Yeah,
from
it's
the
okay. It's
60s and
peaceful.
70s.
Yeah, that's a peaceful sound, man.
That's what I like.
I'm into
and then-
90s dancehall for
and
me.
when it comes into
Proper
when it
dancehall
comes
from the
into
90s.
dance music, I like jungle.
Yeah.
I don't really like drum and bass as much as I like jungle because I like the reggae.
Drum and bass up to 97, you know.
The music
No, but yeah,
in
that's what I mean. It's literally
music in-
if it's from 95,
97
it might have a
drum and bass,
little
proper
bit of
thing.
piano with it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I like rolling. I like some drum and
I'm
bass.
going to ask you this question. Why is music gone so dark all around? Because even talking about Jamaica, like it's all the big artists now, most of them is like, even dancehall, there was a, you know what I mean, Vibes Cartel, Beanie Man, there was a little bit of Gunman in there.
Yeah.
But nowadays, drill music
Yeah.
and even like the artists in, what's the guy, Skeng, the Jamaican guy. What's his name, Skeng? Fully charged up, eager for dinner, man.
I just think
But music just seems,
Yeah, but with-
the frequency just seems a lot darker nowadays.
It does,
Why
man.
would you say
No.
that is?
I don't know, man. I think it's easy, and this is a spiritual thing, yeah. I think it's easier to write about negative shit. I think the energies attract it easier.
Yeah.
Do you, as an artist, do you find it easier, yeah, to write something about happy, yeah, like today, or to just chat
Grease. Yeah, that's true.
It's easy, bro.
Yeah.
You can just write right now about, do you know what I mean, bro?
I have to make a conscious effort not to swear, and I try and do that nowadays.
Yeah, man.
Because I know my daughter's listening to so I make more of a conscious effort to. I could have quite easily written fuck or something.
Yeah, of course.
But no, let me use another word. I didn't need to write that. That's
No.
being lazy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But-
and I could quite easily just talk about the streets.
Yeah.
Prison, drugs, fucking
Yeah,
crime. But you're right, but to actually write about something positive,
It's hard work.
it's harder, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. The tunes that I've got on the YouTube at the moment are negative, but they're old. I've changed now. Like the tunes, the stuff I spit in nightclubs are just about champagne and parties, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even talk shit no more. Like,
Do you feel like that's something you want to do then? Just like make some maybe more meaningful.
nah, man, I got no problems, bro.
But you have.
That's just what's easy to
That's
do.
what I'm saying.
That's for me, like, that's
Cool.
what I mean with other people. That's the negative thing, and that's what they want you to do.
Yeah.
Like I guarantee you can just, when you make stuff like that, everyone locks onto it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you do positive things, there's only a certain people that will listen, you know? Like, it's weird, bro. It's weird.
Like Kanye said, do you know what I mean? In Jesus Walks.
We should probably.
That's what that
not-
song was.
We should probably not mention.
Kanye. Do you know what I
He's a
mean?
bit wild at the minute.
You know his song went up last week. YouTube took it down. Like,
Why?
above his new track was called Hail Hitler.
Oh, fucking hell, bro. He's
That's a
no, but,
fucking hell.
but we say he's lost it, yeah? And that's what they want us to say. Has he? He's wise, you know. The brother knows stuff.
I don't know whether he does though. 'Cause
Yeah, he
I
does,
don't
man.
think
You don't
he's
get
like-
to where you are and be like, you know,
Oh no, he's a genius.
he's got to like...
But he's not a genius.
It's like you think he's mad because we don't understand. But if we...
He, do you know what I mean? Early Kanye, the
So
college
he's trolling us all. Is that
dropout,
what we're saying?
when it all falls down.
Yeah.
Them songs there. Proper positive music.
Yeah, man.
But then I feel like his spirit was not ready to go into the industry. He couldn't have went any more into the industry.
Yeah, he was in
married
the
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Was in there with all the top
He was with the top...
people. Do you know what I mean?
know.
Whatever they may be, whatever their faith may be, but the top people who run like most of music
don't
in
give a
Hollywood.
fuck though
Because
about
that's what I was going to say when I asked the question. I think that like drill music has been like systematically put in
Yeah,
place.
well, we're going 808 basses and shit, yeah? Bro,
It hits you in your belly.
yeah, but do you know that 808, yeah, actually summons spirits, bro?
I've heard this.
The instrumentals, bro.
That's what I was getting at.
The certain frequencies in drill specifically, yeah? That sound, bro, is purposely made like that because that frequency...
Makes you want to go and stab someone
Yeah,
or sell
it
drugs
invites- yeah.
or do something
It fucks
fucking
with your
bad.
MK Ultra and all that shit, bro. You know what I mean? It's all fucked, mate.
Yeah. The thing
they're
is,
doing
what
it
they
to
was
us on purpose,
doing,
bruv.
what they was doing in fucking.
Wow, like, no, I'm hearing this kind of for the first time. I'm not gonna lie.
The thing that they, what you didn't know
But
this
the
about
mad
the
thing is,
frequency of
I
music?
like drill. I like drill.
No, not
I
about
like the
the
instrumentals,
vibrations,
bro.
is it?
But I don't like the lyrics. I don't like the artists. I don't mind. Big up for their whatever they're doing, but I don't. I like the beats, man.
Yeah.
The lyrics just are just the same shit, bro. And it's just like, you know, like MC levels.
Yeah. you
To
gotta
me,
have a
that's
level,
not black belt shit.
You gotta have a level.
That's not like there's the flow. Like it's all the same.
You've got to have a
So
level.
do any of them guys stand out? Any of them? If I was to say a drill MC from England that's sick, could you name one?
No, bro. I don't like drill.
Because I don't really listen to it.
But big up with their accolades and big up what they're
But-
doing and
but
whatever
if
they've
that's
been
what
putting
people
them
are
there to
into-
do and whoever's made them there.
It's like
Cool.
saying who's the best dubstep.
But for me,
DJ.
like, it's like, for me, it's like martial arts, bro, yeah? Like, they're not very deep with the bars because they're all chatting the same. So that's not black belt. And they're not got a flow. So there's no taekwondo hurricane kicks going on. It's
Yeah.
just boring.
Ching Man Dan. Like,
It's the same shit. Yeah, it's the same old, this shit, bro. It's like, there's nothing.
Yeah, no, I agree, bro. I agree that it's
like, when we-
I agree
like-
the frequency to
And
it.
Yeah.
when we were young, I'm not being funny. Look, we were talking earlier. We were real young when we were MCing.
Yeah, man.
All of us.
But we was chatting
was-
shit growing up, though, weren't
we
we?
were
So
chatting shit,
are we
but
to blame
I-
for drill? Because we're the olders. So was we, not us specifics,
I don't
but
think that's quite
our
the same.
generation of MCs, are we the reason that they spit
All
shit,
I know
talk
is
shit?
that my elders were listening to happy hardcore. Like a shooting star
Bust them in that sky.
Yeah, that's fair,
Like
bro.
a shoe.
And in the
That's fair,
space of 20 years, it has gone to,
Shit, man.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
We've
man.
gone from shooting star to Ching Man Dan. Like, it couldn't,
I understand
and
that.
we are all to blame, you're right.
Are we partly to blame?
We are all
Mate,
to
I
blame.
got mocked.
Because we've all said something on a
still
tune.
get mocked.
You know, we've all chatted shit, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have, definitely.
But there's been times when I've had mad thought patterns, thinking, you know what, I'm gonna fucking take all my music down,
Yeah.
get rid of all my lyrics. You know what? It's all crud. It's all been a negative influence that I've put out there. I'm
Yeah.
getting rid of it all. But then, like, next talk, I'm like, I'll just keep it there. But
I'm keeping this tune.
Yeah. No, I deleted my old YouTube and fucking, I never got it back, bruv. That was all the foundations of Norwich, bruv. That had LMS man on there, had J Dot and them on there, had me and
thing
Luke
is,
from the beginning,
yeah,
bruv.
let's go back there. So big up all them, man. But what was the thing you used to do with Born? Was it Force
We
One?
used to have Force One, yeah, man.
So that was you,
me,
Born.
me, Luke, Ninja. Then we had
Ninja.
a few other man from Gary, Marley, and, Tutu. There was a few of us, man. Shout out Sean Sharp. He was our DJ.
Big up.
Yeah, man. There was a few of us. We were just smashing the shit out of it, bro. College times.
Yeah,
that was them
yeah.
days, bro. Yeah, we was selling CDs and that. We used to fucking
Yeah.
burn
Yeah, I
CDs
remember,
off
man.
and sell
That's what I'm
CDs,
saying.
bro.
I remember speaking
Yeah.
to you outside the gigs, like
Yeah.
literally outside.
But we
the
was
gigs,
already,
selling
me and Luke was already popping, yeah,
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the house parties, bruv. So we was already big. So when we've come to college now, it was already big, bruv. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I was actually at college.
Terra and Luke's in college, like, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then we made our little crew up and that, and fucking smashed it, bruv. And then party life got involved, politics and power and whatnot.
course.
That's because we're coming up, we all think we're fucking Drake. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then we all want to be the man.
Yeah.
And then everyone just goes their own way, man.
That's a weird thing, isn't it? When, I don't know what you guys feel like, but at one time I thought it was right good.
Yeah, we all did, bruv. Everybody goes through it, bro.
Good, no doubt.
Especially on your come up, man. Especially
Yeah,
when
you
you're
know
coming
what I
up when
mean?
you're
Like-
younger, bruv. You think you're the fucking man, bro.
But now I'm just happy to be me.
Everyone
And it's
goes
weird,
through that
everybody
phase
does,
of
like-
thinking they're
Yeah.
the best.
Everyone.
And to a degree, you have to think like that if you're rapping. If not, what are you doing?
But then,
But I think
We're built that way, aren't
actually,
we?
I just
but as I've got older, I'm like, you know what? I'm the best Ricky
Absolutely.
Licks. Because no one can be Ricky Licks.
exactly that's what I'm saying.
I'm the best Ricky Licks there's ever going to be.
Yeah.
You're the best Terra Montana. You're the best
That's
Buckets
right.
the realest.
That's right.
Like,
That's what
and
I'm
we
getting
all,
at.
do you know what I mean?
We've all
weird
got our
that-
positions in
But
life, bro.
one thing I'd like to see one day is someone blow out of Norwich.
Yeah.
And why do you think
Well,
no one has
They
ever
have,
blown?
Azza has.
Yeah, and his
Is he from Norwich?
He's
Yeah,
from this
Azza.
side, yeah.
Where?
He's from, he's
I thought he was from Lowestoft.
Is he? I
That's
thought he's
what
from
I
Norwich.
thought.
Yeah, we're claiming it though.
Is he not from Norwich?
I thought he was from Lowestoft. If I'm wrong, big up him.
I don't know.
I thought he was from
Norwich,
Lowestoft.
and I thought he went to school
Yeah, as is
outside in the
think
countryside somewhere, but I don't know where he's from. But I thought he was from Norwich. I don't know.
Either way, big up as.
I feel
Oh,
like
yeah,
he's-
big up him then.
I feel like he's
Because
done bits, man.
obviously I'm hip hop. I don't really know
Yeah, he's
them
fucking
guys. I
gone
know
off
Mikey Blitz. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Mikey
Big up
Blitz, big up Mikey
Respect to Mikey Blitz.
Yeah.
I know a few of the like.
Who else?
To me, you're the king of. Do you know what I mean? Of that scene.
Yeah, no,
and you
respect,
always
bro.
have been.
Yeah, that's
and
my
like,
scene. Yeah.
You're like me. You've been consistent
That's
with
your
it for
scene.
years.
Do you know what I mean? Like, hip hop is your scene, bro.
Of course.
Grime Garage is my scene here. Drum and bass is.
But I've seen them come and go, but your name is always
Likewise.
in the loop
Likewise,
over the
man.
years. Terra's always been, do you know what I mean?
Likewise.
What
too.
made you change your name from Terra T to Terra Montana?
I deleted my YouTube, bruv. Had to make a new YouTube, man.
Right.
And obviously, what we were dealing with, I thought, yeah, safe.
Yeah, of course. Do you know what
You
I
know
mean?
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, man. And then she just stuck, man. And but I was thinking about maybe changing my name again. Like, but then should I? Because sometimes on the flyer it looks long, bruv. Like I'm seeing everyone's names and then my name's just there, long and little, bruv.
Yeah.
I need to like make it stand out more now because I'm doing so many events, bro. Like
Yeah.
back then when I changed my name, I wasn't doing them like now.
That would
Call
scare me
yourself
that I'm
T.
going to lose fan. You know, I don't know who this is, bro. I feel like that's my granddad or something. Do you know what I mean? This fly's been on my case the whole fucking time, bro. Watch when we watch it back. This little guy, bro, I don't know how he got in there, but he's
You're going to have to zoom in on it and see in 4K,
You know what I mean?
man.
That could even be Will, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I
probably
mean?
is Will, bruv.
Will,
Big up Will,
might
man.
be with us, do you know what I mean?
Big up Will, man.
But yeah, this little guy's...
I noticed that as soon as I walked in, I said, Will, man.
Yeah,
I
bless
noticed
his
him
heart,
straight
bro, do
away.
you know what I mean? And he loved the music.
Yeah, he did, bro. He was
He was very proud.
pure-hearted
He
guy,
was very
bro.
proud. Of
He used to
all
take
of
us
them.
to a lot of the gigs when we was fucking touring all around the country and stuff like that. He was the driver.
Yeah.
He probably shouldn't have had Will as the fucking driver, do you know what I mean? But thankfully, he didn't kill us all, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
You know, we survived a fucking...
Big up Will all the time, bro. Trust me.
So then, yeah, like I remember coming out of jail and hearing the Force One stuff were born and all that. And as you say, then you had the next generation, didn't you? The LMS.
Yeah, you had the next generation coming in.
What sort of music was they doing?
Because, bro, we was...
Grime.
Nah, they was... they was doing grime. They was following us.
Yeah.
We was... And then...
Because you had you and Born and them, man, and they was your
and we was
youngest,
taking
so they
Ish and Kareem to studio.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And then Josh was coming, J-Dot. We was just
Yeah.
bringing man to studio and trying to get them to bang tunes out.
Yeah.
And then they did their own thing. Do you know what it is? The thing is, everyone ends up going to hip-hop in the end. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you want to try to express yourself.
Even Luke, because that's what happened. As soon as Ninja come around in Force One, yeah, that was like, because he was a hip hop and he could make fucking bangers. And do you know what it is? Now I listen back now, I said, you know what, he was the man.
Yeah.
I thought I was the man, yeah, but now I can hear he was ahead of his fucking time.
Who, Ninja?
Ninja, man.
Yeah,
But he got deported back to South America.
Yeah, see, I don't even think I met him.
Nah, because he got deported. But at the time, I thought, this brother's shit.
Yeah.
I'm fucking you know what I mean? But now I listen now, he was the guy, bro. He was trying to show us. And if I'd have just listened to him then, we would have popped, bro.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny you say that.
Everyone's got their angle.
We would have popped, mate.
Because even when we made that track 10 years ago, I guarantee you at the time, I thought I killed everyone on that track.
Yeah.
But I listened to it back earlier on thinking, nah, Terra, like,
Yeah, no,
Terra
come
bossed
on.
that track.
Nah.
I done my thing.
You did, bro.
I done my thing, but
And
it's
Billy.
not my type of beat. So
No.
of course you know, you
Yeah.
should be killing me on that beat.
Yeah, no, but it is
That
your
was
type
more
of
of a
beat,
natural
though. No, but it is your type of beat.
No, but I love the
I
good thing
always
about
felt
Ricky
uncomfortable spitting fast.
Nah, but I like the good thing about it though is
But you can
I'm
flow, you
not
can keep up.
afraid. And you just obviously went ham in and one.
Yeah, bruv, I ain't gonna duck away from any beat.
No, say
Nah, man,
that.
no, I
what I
respect
mean?
that, bro.
Respect to
And
that
do you know
as
the
well,
thing?
like.
Yeah, you flow like a river. Anyway, so you can keep up. When I hear you on a tune, your voice and your deliverance, you're an experienced
Yeah, yeah.
MC to me.
Yeah.
You know what to do.
You know
So-
what done me a big favour, bruv? Fucking for about 2 years, I had 6 beats in Aylesbury. I had Mobb Deep, Quiet Storm. I had Warren G. What was the track? Regulate.
Regulator!
But one of the beats
No,
I
no.
had, did you ever hear Bone Thugs and Biggie? Armed and Dangerous?
Yeah, I know that beat. Yeah. That's
So
a
I had
up
a
tempo
fast
beat,
beat.
innit?
Do you know what I mean? So because
Okay.
I had that beat, even when I was writing on, I would always write fast bars because I had that. The amount of time, imagine how many songs you write to the same beat.
Because,
if
bro,
only
you've got so
6
much material,
beats.
yeah? Listen,
That's
I
mad, isn't it?
write a lot of music, bro, yeah? And I think I'm obsessed with it. Like, I think I've got, like, fucking something wrong with me, bro. But I know you've got more tunes. I don't know how you've done that, bro. How have you got so much in your catalogue? How does that work, bro?
I don't know, bro. I just think fucking some of them songs are very meaningful and some of them are just barring, do you know what I mean? Some of
Can
them
I say
like
something, yeah? Do you know what I think about? Is right, and we went like all through music lessons, me and you. Like when you actually think back, there's loads of times of just me and you there writing shit, weren't we? Like,
You got most tracks than anyone I know, bro.
not just that. What you got to remember is like when I hooked up with music lessons, you lot didn't record that much. You lot had loads of bars because you was doing this similar to what Terra was doing. You was ciphering, you was clashing, you was freestyling. So, but I like to go to the studio and make a song.
yeah, and then we done.
Where some people's like got bare bars because they've got a set's worth of bars.
Well, no, kind
Do
of.
you know what I mean?
yeah.
You put someone in a set right now. Can you do a half an hour set?
Yeah.
A lot of MCs can't.
I can.
Do you know what I mean?
It might be a bit.
But then you can't go against someone like Terra. He's going to go for hours.
2
do you know
hours.
What I mean?
2 hours I normally write for.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 hour sets.
So what do you have?
That's
so
mad.
You know,
in your
innit,
set-
you know.
In your set, though, say like, is that all just your own bars, or is that do you? Like you play like classic rhythms.
No, do you know what it is, bruv? Yeah, I go studio. So what I'll do, I won't perform in I won't take no bookings. I'll go studio and I'll write a whole new fucking catalogue of music, right? 10, 15 tunes. So it's 15, 64 bars, because I write in bars. 64 bars, maybe a little 8 hook in between to make it into 3 minutes, whatever, yeah? But the 64 bars is what I'm looking for, right?
Yeah, same here.
So then I got 20 of them mastered now, because I got it on a tune, so I stick it in the car and I play them, so I know them off by heart, yeah?
So you know all your...
But no one will hear them tunes. I won't even release them, bruv, yeah? That's just for me. So when I go in a rave, now I've got them bars, and I'll spit them bars for 10 months. The same old lyrics. So then when I'm in, everyone knows it. Oh, Terra's coming, they can sing along. Oh, yeah. Just like Ollie, 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 Oi, 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 but with a 16, innit?
Yeah, yeah. You see, I've got lazy, do you know what I mean? But in jail, do you know what I mean? Because we all had to have sharp swords. No diddy. But that was our we had nothing else to do. Do you know what I mean?
No, right.
I'd have stages where I was into the gym, but rapping was my thing.
Yeah.
So I could have 40, 50, 16s in my head. Looking back,
Exactly.
that's mad.
Yeah, it is.
Because I
Bro.
struggle to remember 10, but like 16.
Can you run a set off now, though?
What, a hip-hop set?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
But nowadays I do songs, but if you just played hip-hop beats, then
We're just jamming
I'd
right
have
now.
bars, yeah.
Yeah, you're ready
You know
just
what I
to
mean?
go.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I've got bars, some of them are 10, 15 years old.
Doesn't
But
matter.
I've got them bars that
Still
are
there.
always loaded.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah. Of course. Oh,
But like back in the day, do you know what I mean? In jail, like it was some of the best rappers I've ever met was in jail. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like fucking and
Cool.
you had your sword had to be sharp. Do you know what I mean? I was fucking, especially in Aylesbury. Do you know what I mean? You had fucking not just rappers, but like hard rappers, people, lifers. Do you know what I mean? People doing mad sentences just in there, like crazy bars. So like. Your game had, if not, you weren't even like this guy get laughed at, and he wouldn't even rap again. Do you
Yeah,
know
I
what mean?
understand
So
that.
if you was
Yeah.
gonna like, not only have
it's kind of like that
sick
when...
bars, but have a lot of them loaded, ready to go. Do you know? I've told stories on the podcast of like, well, I've had battles, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people used to come for me because I was the guy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
fucking-
the white boy from.
Oh, what, you was targeted a lot because of that?
Of course, because I was when I went to Bullingdon. I remember coming onto the wing when I left Aylesbury, turned 21.
Yeah.
Bruv, I put my bags in my cell, and then I was on the wing. Who raps?
Oh, you was looking for it?
Of course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I wanted to show everyone. Now I'm like,
I hear that, man.
I guarantee I'm the sickest rapper in this jail.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
my mentality.
I hear that, man.
Then you met Buckers the realist.
Yeah. You like Mr. Miyagi, yeah?
You know what? I came out of jail. Remember Twilight in Angliss Square?
Yeah, I do.
Obviously Zara took it on, do you know what I
Right.
mean? And I put on the first antisocial thing.
Yeah.
And this guy messaged me. He's like, if you want to book the sickest rapper in N City, fam.
Is that you?
I'm Buckers the Real. I was like, who the fuck's this guy? Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
no, respect though. You know why, yeah? Big up the
I am
confidence.
Buckers the
Big up-
realist.
big up the
I've been
confidence.
6 for years.
Nah, big up the
And then
confidence.
yeah, exactly, the confidence.
Yeah, man.
Since day,
You gotta
bro.
try,
I've
bro.
been killing again.
Yeah. No, I respect that. I respect that a lot, bro.
Shout out all my fam, but
I swear.
gotta back yourself.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
always no, but I'm a
I respect that.
freestyle guy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, the flyer's up there. Look,
Yeah, no, I can't freestyle.
the flyer's up there.
Yeah, so back in them days anyway, my
Yeah.
thing was being able to freestyle.
Freestyle off the dome and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But I'm not like that anymore.
I've never been that guy. I've always had to
I'm
write.
actually gonna say it.
It's because, like, do you know what it is
I've
with
got an
hip hop?
album
You've got
coming out,
more
I think
styles.
that
You've
might
got
be
more
my
time to fucking free. You're free, innit? You can maybe got more time. The tune's slower. You got more time to talk about what you wanted to say, freestyle. Because I'm from grime and that tempo of music. Yeah, we're like patterned into
can't-
a
yeah.
flow more than.
But then you
than
can
what we're
also-
saying.
you can
Like, I'll
also
go by a
just
flow
scat.
more than. Obviously, I say what I say, but I mean, like, the flow is more important to me than what I'm saying.
It's like mad if you
Yeah.
see Busta Rhymes.
I can't
I've had
freestyle
Busta
flow,
Rhymes come up on Instagram, right? Like when he's rapping.
Yeah.
You know how he raps.
Yeah, he's hard though.
But the actual fucking, words that he's rapping is not a lot of words.
You see, when I was young, a lot of
of
when I was young, like
That is
most
it.
of my friends was into drum and bass and jungle. Obviously, we're from Norwich. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
our
of course.
culture. But everyone always rated Busta Rhymes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, they did. Yeah,
Because Busta, like, Give me some more of them old.
Mate,
when he used to go mad.
Live,
like,
he's amazing.
So who was some of your early influences, like MC wise?
Pay As You Go, Maxwell D, God's Gift, Wiley, Heartless Crew, Bushkin and them. My cousin Champagne Bubbly, obviously Sidewinder events. That's why I'm an MC, because of them. Just I got shown raves from little. So yeah, just that kind of them kind of people. I grew up on pirate radio, listening to a lot of Rinse FM and stuff, Deja Vu.
Yeah.
And Style FM here. From Toddy, when Toddy was a teenager growing up, I listened to his shows.
Yeah, big up DJ Venom every time.
You used to have to text the phone number and big up your mum and that and your friends at school and shit. Yeah. Hold tight, Terra T.
That was comforting for me. I know I keep saying about prison, but like when I first went to prison, having Style FM, being in my cell, hearing people that I know, hearing people that are like getting bigged up and all that. That was sick, do you know what I mean?
It was, bro. That was the foundation. That was what was strong, bro. The pirate radio, bro. I come from there. That's when I was in middle school. Like I was in year 6. I started listening to music properly, do you know what I mean? Because then I just got my decks and that. I was fucking into music hard then.
You remember?
I got a little couple shows.
Remember jamming?
Yeah, jamming. Yeah, big up jamming, man.
Big up jamming, because I went to school with Jam. We was in a lot of classes together.
Me and him, obviously, we used to make tunes together. Me and him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Because when I was young, he was the guy. Do you know what I mean?
He was, yeah. Even him, because he was on Star Radio, right? Style FM. Him and Overdose. You remember him?
No, I don't remember him.
They were drum and bass. He was drum. What's his number? That fucking Overdose. He was serious. Me and my boys used to have a fucking tape of jamming and Overdose and Toddy on the decks. And we used to just smash that tape every day after school, man. Jamming was the man, bro.
Because I was surprised to see
the fact that,
but in drum and bass though, but not in grime though. But in drum and bass, he was.
That's what I mean. I was surprised to see when I came out of jail years later. He had a few grime spray outs and all that. So I was like, wow, where's the old jamming that I know, like the drum and bass jungle? Like when we was at school and he was like 12, 13, 14, he was MCing, he was dope.
Yeah, he was serious. He is serious.
Yes, and years before I ever...
He can still... Yeah, he is hard on grime, but I just say that because I remember before years ago when we used to do tunes, he used to think he was better.
Well, every couple of years... I'll message him about, Bob, it's about time we finally made
it is. Yeah,
no, like, yeah, send a bit. And it's just never happened for us, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a serious guy.
Do you ever, like, you were just saying about being better.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel, like, say if you do a tune with me, you and Strix, just as an example, do you ever think, like, who's better?
I'll put it like this.
Everyone just does that.
Yeah, tell us it. I want to know what
I'll put it like this, Bob, do you know what I mean? For one, I already said, people at this point, if you've been rapping for 10, 15, 20 years, for one, you should have your art. You know what you're doing, do you know what I mean?
You got your black belt, haven't you?
You're the best you, do you know what I mean? Yeah. If me and you get on a chat, you cannot spit about what I can spit about.
No.
And I can't spit about what you spit about, do you know what I mean? We've lived different lives.
Of course.
The thing that brought us together is music, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But all I will say is I've been on tracks with people from Norwich, like yourself, Terra.
Yeah.
And we all sat comfortably on that track.
Exactly.
And I feel like I've sat on tracks with fucking people from Wu-Tang, like big artists, and I didn't feel out of place with them either. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So like, you know.
Yeah. I don't really think I'm better than anybody, really. Yeah. I just say that because that's what you have to be like in music. Everybody thinks they're better than everyone, innit? Like you clearly, bruv. Like, you know, like, even you must.
It's like
that's how it goes.
Battle rapping, bro.
I don't.
When I used to do battle.
No, but what? So when you're like on a tune with someone, don't you say, "Oh, I've got to be the best on this tune"? Don't you ever feel like that?
I feel like my bars are more like I'm not chatting about my lyrics nowadays. I don't talk about I'm like the best rapper, I'm the best lyricist.
No,
you don't really hear
no.
me. Because I'm talking about stuff that I've been through and gone through. So I am saying, I've been through this.
Yeah.
You guys are this type of guys to do this.
Right.
You guys haven't done this. Do you know what I mean? Because, like, for instance, do you know what I mean? Like, street politics and stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
and then it's all that.
Because when you jump on a track, everyone's hard.
Oh, yeah.
But then off of the track, in the streets, who has actually done all this shit?
Right.
Who's been loyal to their mates? Who's been, like, running around in this madness for... Who's actually been in this for years? But, like, do you know what I mean?
Of course, bro, yeah.
Because not everyone, especially in a small city like Norwich has got...
Especially in grime. Bro, that's what I mean. In my sound, everyone, that's the most hip hop dons are real, you know. Like I found a lot of hip hop people are real.
I actually
this grime thing, bro. A lot of people are talking shit, man.
Of course, I would have never been rated by anyone.
I think it's very fabricated grime.
Yeah,
people talk shit all the time just because it rhymes. Like I said earlier.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be careful, like what you're talking about. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and the thing is, there's no need to chat shit. Because whatever life you're living, you've got enough to rap about.
You know
like even if you're going to work, fam, like there's so much.
And also, there's people listening that sometimes are not your friend. Do you know what I mean? So you want to when you some people say things and they're targeting themselves
as well.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not everyone who's listening wants to be with you, innit? Sometimes they're listening for their benefit to see what you're doing. So, you know.
Terra, do you have any like musical ambitions? Like anything you want to do? Like.
Bro, I'm living what I've dreamed to do, bro. I've got to yeah, man. I've worked so hard to say, well, one day I'm gonna travel the world and perform at these festivals. Yeah. One day I can go to a rave anywhere I want and not like in Norwich. We don't have to queue up, bro. We go where we want and we do what we got to do and pick the mic up anywhere. Like, and I dreamt to do that. We're there. I'm good, man. We're happy here. You know.
Saying that,
I'm not trying to be greedy and spoil nothing. I'm just happy here, bro. You know, I got to my little place. Just leave me. I'm a little MC, just doing this. Just leave me there.
Doing my thing.
Yeah. Have you got one gig that you've ever done that sticks out as that is a memorable gig that I've done?
Sundown last year in Malta, bro.
Yeah,
crazy. I was walking about like I was Drake. I had security walking me around and shit, bro.
Right, yeah.
We had big bottles of fucking vodka and that €300 bottles for free from the promoter. For free, bro. Everything was blessed, bro.
Yeah, that's how you should be getting treated.
Smoke machines going off and that confetti and shit, bro. It was crazy, bro. Yeah.
We fucking performed at Maui Wowie and the fucking thing for the whole festival was run off one generator, weren't it?
Fucking hell, man.
And the thing collapsed on us while we was performing.
Nah, the one that got me is when we supported the Jizzer in Exeter.
Yeah.
And can you remember that?
I remember him
that was the day after my fucking stag do, wasn't it?
I just didn't, you know what I mean? I remember going up to this is my idol, Jizzer from the Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
RZA's cousin, you know what I mean? And I just went up to him and was like, yo, nice to meet you, bro. I'm support act. And he just gave me very little time and kind of just, do you know what I mean? Yeah. But then other people I've supported have shown me so much love. But I don't know.
Yeah, everyone was humble at Malta, man. That's what I mean. Like Young Philly and that was there.
Young Philly, yeah.
Yeah, he was there.
So hold up. So that's all gone a bit mad with Young Philly, ain't it?
Yeah. But you know why? Let me tell you. We was with him.
He didn't do it. I was there the whole time.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Wait, because you're putting your reputation on the line.
Yeah, let's just listen, man. Anyway, we was just performing with him. He was there.
Oh, he used to make me laugh.
It was all right though. It weren't like that, bro. But he didn't want to come on the stage, you know. Yeah. He was bad nervous. He was like coming on the stage. We had to make him force him. Like people had to make him go on the stage and that. So yeah, but big up Ash C as well because me and Ash and Lily, who else was out there? Only Child. Gonzo's 2 Room just won the award for the best nightclub in Europe.
Yeah, big up Gonzo's.
Is it?
Yeah, we just...
That's the biggest
Norwich is holding the crown for that right now. Yeah, but it bangs, bro. I think, I can't promise this statement, yeah? But I think I'm the only MC to ever spit bars in there.
There you go.
I think I'm the only one.
Have you spitted it?
What? Gonzo's no MCs. The microphone, you know how I know? Because the microphone don't work in there, just feedbacks because the monitor is too small and the speakers are too big. So you know what we had to do?
What's going on?
We had to turn the monitors off.
He's putting his hand out to help him. This happens every time, bro.
Your headphones are connected, bro.
Antique furniture.
Your
headphones are connected. Bucky.
Oi.
We go through this every podcast, bro, with Bucky when he has to go for a pip. Look, what's this?
On next week's episode of Buckers the Realist goes to the
See how we would have just done that? Do you know what I mean?
Okay, wobbling off.
Honestly, bro, this guy's been with me the whole time.
It's all right, mate. But yeah, we had to turn the monitors off and fuck up with the speakers to make the mic work in there, man. But we got it to work.
Fucking do you make? Because you used to make your own beats as well, didn't it?
Yeah, we do make beats still, but I don't play them in the raves. I just keep them to myself. I'm a bit like nervous to let people hear them.
Straight? Why is that?
A bit simple, man. I don't know. I'm just a perfectionist, you know.
Yeah.
And I say to someone, listen to this beat, yeah. And I just don't feel like they're feeling it. And I don't know if we play it in the rave, is it gonna bang?
Right.
I don't know.
So do you think you make beats that are specifically good for you writing
For me to write to. But I make dub plates for DJs. Like I'll give Ash a dub plate. Like, you know, specific bars and a tune what no one's got for him. He'll play it at an event and that. They bang.
Yeah.
So maybe they would work, bro. But it's time consuming again. Like, put my headphones on, sit there, make a fucking beat while the kids are screaming. Got to make cheese toasties and a track. You know,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do your kids fuck with your music? Do your kids like your music?
Yeah, my son's going to be an MC. He can DJ. I taught him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's 12 now.
Okay, so he's at that age.
Yeah, but I run sets with him, man. I got sets on. Like, I'm spitting and he's DJing and that. He knows.
Dope.
I've taught him.
Yeah, nice.
My oldest, she listens to my tunes and that. But my youngest are too small. Like Ayana's only 5. My twin's only 2, so
Yeah.
But
So me and Terra are the only people with daughters called Ayana.
yeah, the only ones, you know.
Do you know what
It's
I mean?
crazy. It's that spiritual, isn't it?
It's
Because
a
I didn't know
spiritual
and you
thing,
didn't
bro.
know. How old's your daughter?
She's 7 now, bro.
Yeah, my daughter's 5 now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, bro.
Do you know what I mean? Legends, fucking both.
Yeah.
Both with this, you know, there's something in the
That's
air.
what I'm
do you
saying.
know
That's
what I mean?
energy, bruv. Right there, bruv.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's she loves the music, bro.
Yeah.
So like I said, I've had to make more of a conscious effort over the last few years. Now it's different, like when she's 2, 3, 4, hearing, she knows that her dad raps, but now she's at an age where I know she's showing people.
And she's going to be conscious about what you're
She's
saying.
like typing Ricky Licks on YouTube
Right,
when she's
bro.
around people, do you know what I mean? So
But you still got stuff on there from before she can catch up on, bruv. You know what I mean? So
yeah, honestly, bruv, fucking I've still got all my jail bars, like all my lyrics on paper. I've got fucking 2 chests full.
I know you got bars, bruv.
you know what I
More
mean?
than anyone I know.
I managed
And that's
to
the mad
keep-
thing that confuses me, but I'm like, I know your levels, bruv, because I write a lot, bruv, and I know you got more. And I don't know how you did it.
Yeah.
It's like, how the fuck did he write that many lyrics, bruv? Because I know what I do. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are you doing? How are you getting that many and that much material out, bruv?
For one, God blesses me with a lot of pain.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And a lot of fucking drama and a lot of stress.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change my life, but like, I don't know. Like, whenever I go through shit, I think this is God giving me stuff to write about. That's the way I deal with things. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. There's therapy though, isn't it?
Exactly.
It is therapy, bruv.
Yeah.
I feel a lot better after getting a body of work out, you know. I really do, bruv. When I fucking vent on a tune.
Fuck, I don't know about you because it was different styles of rapping, but like sometimes when I'm venting it out, I'm crying while I'm writing.
Yeah.
It's literally like you say, therapy. Come on, bro.
Yeah. Well, instrumentals make me feel like that, bruv. If I just hear a good grind beat, I cry, you know.
Yeah, mad.
I swear to you, bruv.
Mad. That's where you know it's spiritual. Do you know what I mean?
If I hear a beat, I'm just like, fucking, I can't talk. My throat goes hot. I get fucking goosebumps and I can cry, bruv, over a beat, bro.
See, this guy is still with me, bro.
Honestly.
The whole time.
I was with someone, funny enough, yesterday, and I was in their kitchen with my MacBook, yeah? My mate was just sending me instrumentals because I'm working on something, and I was crying, bruv. And I had to say, I'm sorry, I don't know. I feel a bit embarrassed because I was around someone, but I had to say, look, I just get emotional around tunes, innit? They understand.
So what was it? The beat? What was it?
The instrumental, bruv. I just heard the fucking beat, yeah? The intro, that orchestral intro just meant something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean, bruv? And I just fucking, she just got me, bruv.
Yeah. That's where you know it's spiritual. Do you know what I mean? But
I don't know if anyone gets like that over instrumentals, man.
Oh, I do, man. All music.
Bruv, fucking hell, mate.
Moves you, doesn't it?
And that's when I know. When I hear a tune that makes me want to do that, that's when I say, I've got to record on that, you know?
But it's no different to like someone getting moved by a fucking opera or a piece of classical
Exactly the
music.
same kind
That
of
is
emotion.
our opera and our classical
It is,
music,
bruv,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
That's exactly that
Mate,
emotion.
it's like-
what you're
like
saying.
I said earlier
I go
on,
through it,
I've
bruv.
only been making beats since like lockdown, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it was lockdown, I was like, I'm going to fucking actually...
What you using, Fruity or Logic? What you using?
No, I've got an MPC now,
Okay.
so just bang out beat after beat, to be honest, but...
Fair play, bruv.
Hey, right, let me just switch this up real quickly.
What I mean is,
let me
like,
just
there's so much music that you hear it, it's like...
didn't even know my belly was hanging out for one.
Mine as well, bruv.
I love the way Lee, you didn't
Oh,
tell
bro,
me.
I've been doing
You can
this,
see
bro.
what's going on. And my belly's
That's
just
because
out
we've got
here
kids,
chilling,
mate.
bro.
It's a
That's when we've got
blooper.
kids, mate.
My belly's just out here chilling, bro. Lee's a prick for that, bro.
Oh, brother.
See that?
Me and you both, man.
Fucking, bruv, we earned the right to have a bit of a
Yeah, we
belly,
have dad
do you know
bods
what
on
I
that,
mean?
but it's
What we're meant to be
bod.
talking about. Like.
Costs a lot of money to have a belly like
to
this,
have a
man.
fucking dad bod.
You know what I mean, mate?
I'm just going to switch it up real quick. 21 quick
on,
fire.
let's go, man, let's go, let's go.
Yeah, we're not going to dwell on anyone, so whatever comes first to you, innit?
Go on, let's go. Let's go.
Wiley or Dizzy?
Wiley.
Coffee or tea?
T.
Godfather or Scarface?
Godfather.
50 Cent or Jay-Z?
50.
Vibes, Cartel or Beanie Man?
Beanie Man.
Pizza or pasta?
Pasta.
Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones?
Breaking Bad.
Miss Banks or Steph London?
Stefflon.
Menace to Society or Friday?
Menace to Society.
Shy FX or Nicky Black Market?
Nicky, ow, ow, ow.
There you go. Skepta or Kano?
Kano.
Marvin Gaye or James Brown?
James Brown.
Skibba D or Stevie Hyper D?
Fucking hell, bruv.
Jesus. Good.
Stevie Happy.
Adele or Amy Winehouse?
Amy.
Gets or Dave?
Gets.
Snatch or Layer Cake?
Snatch.
Drake or Kendrick?
Drizzy. Drake.
Curry Goat or Jerk Chicken?
Ooh, curry goat, bro.
Lil Wayne or Eminem?
Lil Wayne.
Unknown T or Heady One?
Unknown T.
Tupac or Biggie?
Bruh, fucking hell. Biggie.
Ooh.
You can tell.
Interesting choices. At first, I was happy. I was like, yeah, he's smashing this. And then I was like,
Why?
There's no right or wrong answers.
No.
no.
About the Pac and Biggie one, yeah?
Yes,
No, I would say Pac, yeah. I would have said him, yeah. But because I'm going on a lyrical level side, yeah. In a clash, yeah. Them two, like, bar for bar. Not saying
no,
stuff
I
about
think
each
at the
other.
time,
No,
I think-
on the stage. If they're both on the stage, yeah. Biggie.
Do you know they was on the stage?
Yeah, I know. I've seen it. But you know what? Pac's more of like a fucking activist, man. You know, you listen to my man, like Nas again. He's that kind of listen to me guy. You can't really bounce to him.
But
man.
Nas, mate.
Unless he's on a Dre
Nas
beat or he's on,
literally
unless the beat's carrying
What made
Tupac.
Nas famous?
The beat has to carry him to bounce to him. If not, you're listening
made
to
Nas
him.
famous is when he was 19.
Yeah.
Biggie can ride
Live
it,
at
bro.
the barbecue.
Without a beat, he can fucking go, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Tupac definitely rapped different though when he first come out with what was his name? Humpty Hump.
He flowed good on that
What
track.
What they call Digital Underground.
Yeah, and he's like,
you know what I mean?
the time with the underground. With the
Yeah,
band.
yeah.
He did have the flow, bro. He did.
With the underground, the underground. Yeah,
He can go, man. Yeah, he
nah,
can.
there's no.
I had Tupacalypse.
Did you watch the Kendrick Drake beef? Did you tune into that?
Vaguely, yeah.
What did you make of all that?
It's all, you know, it's all them lot in it, bro.
Yeah.
People say things.
It's obviously that's.
What do you think?
A lot of people have tried to take Drake out, but like I don't feel like he's recovered from this. Kendrick's
a heavy hitter, bruv. You know
Kendrick
what I
hit
mean?
him
And
in
what he
his
did at the
soul.
Super Bowl, bruv. Bro, did you see that?
And then he had Serena, who's Drake's
Oh my
ex.
God, she
Fun
was
of the
walking.
world, isn't it? Like,
That's what I mean. He hit him, bruv.
Have you seen the meme on Instagram where it says Serena crip walked for the culture, then went home to this?
Yeah. I saw that,
And,
bro.
have you seen her husband?
Even my mum knows about that shit, you know? That's a big... My mum knows about the Kendrick Drake thing from that Serena thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, bro,
I
the
remember
marketing
listening to you at
skills
the
of
start
that.
of it.
Kendrick's a G, bro.
when it first started kicking off, I
Bro,
messaged
Kendrick's
He's a G. He is.
detail, attention to detail,
Yeah.
even what he wore.
Everything he did,
My
was a
favourite
mad
tune from the
thing.
beef is Meet the Graham.
I can't lie to you.
It's not like everyone else.
Because has Drake come back from that? Has Drake said anything?
Like some creepy alchemist.
Jake,
Drake ain't said nothing.
he hasn't survived.
Nah.
He just like put out a couple of bitchy little videos, like well fuck you lot anyway. Just fuck it, do you know what I mean? Like,
That's what I'm saying to you, bro. So, and Kendrick's heavy hitter, man. He's a good spitter, bro.
Go, wow.
He's not someone I'd want
That's
to clash.
high art,
If I was
isn't it?
Drake, I wouldn't want it with him. You got a lot on the plate, mate.
yeah, because Drake was always able to like beat people in battles by just being a little bit funny.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
but with Kendrick had been obviously
He got
watching
cooked,
Drake for a lot of years.
No,
just-
but he got cooked in loads of ways, mate, didn't he? It's like
Kendrick was a good
just
spitter, bro.
fucking
I'm not
went
saying he's
big
better than
bang.
Drake, though, yeah? Because Drake
I-
can spit, though. Drake
Yeah,
can do
Drake-
it. But has he got a ghostwriter? Has he?
Who got Drake?
Yeah.
Drake, of course.
So what? It's
Loads
like,
of ghostwriters.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, he don't even deny that.
How do you feel about that, Terra? Like, just
fuck that shit. And that just
Yeah,
makes you
like, why
wonder
would you have,
if you
like-
was in a room with someone on that caliber of music.
if
Yeah?
you were
Just
the
us
star,
like
why
sitting
would
in here with
somebody
someone
write
like
you
that.
And
He couldn't write with us, bro. He couldn't keep up with us. Not with me though. Not if he got
Drake.
on his own. No
I
way.
feel like you do. Like, I'm actually a good rapper, bro. And I don't mean
Or
like,
could he though? Because why couldn't you?
But
Of course you could.
What I mean is, we're good. Do you know what I mean? Like, how
First
good
time
are
I
you
heard
if you've
fucking
got four
Drake-
people writing your
I thought he was an R&B singer because that was the music I was hearing. When I was
it
in
them and
jail
them
in
tune
like
he done?
010
What,
or
Didn't you remember
11.
him with Lil Wayne and that way back? Him and Lil Wayne. That's how I heard him.
But even on
He
them,
done a
like the
tune with
singy hooks,
Eminem
do you know what I
though,
mean? Like, that early type
That was
of
my
rap.
baby mum, funny enough. She was bumping it in the car. I was like, who the fuck's this? She was like,
Because he appealed to the chicks.
well, there you
know
go.
what I mean?
Yeah. She was bumping Lil Wayne and Drake. And I was like, listening to that shit in the car. And I started rating it. I didn't like it at first. I was like, nah.
What do you make of the whole P. Diddy situation? Because that's obviously all...
No, did he or didn't he?
Do you know what I mean?
This is a new section of the show, guys. It's called Did He or Didn't He?
Usually I say, okay, they've done something, yeah, and now them lot are gonna fucking chat shit to get the public to not like them, because that's what normally happens when you do something wrong. But this is the case where my man is like Jeffrey Epstein.
He's up to his ears, isn't it?
He's the black version. The brother is a black Epstein, mate. He's on some funky shit,
So he took the vodka company to court, didn't he?
right?
Oh, so this is
Do
good.
you not know that?
No.
He took... Who was it?
Ciroc.
Who was it? Ciroc. That's,
Ciroc.
remember, he was their face for
Yeah, he
years.
was. Yeah.
And he basically took them to court saying, you lot put more money into your white audience, your white
Who said that? Diddy did.
Diddy. And he took them to court and said you only put out a little bit of your fucking budget for the ghetto black people, do you know what I mean?
Right.
Anyway, he took them to court
Okay.
and he won in court, didn't he? So anyway, and then boom. That's the worst thing. He tried taking the Illuminati to court, bro.
Yeah.
And then ever since that court case, bam.
What, so you think he's innocent?
No, none of them are innocent.
No,
none of them are innocent.
Whoa.
Don't get me wrong, none of them are innocent. What I'm
just
saying
saying.
is, he upset.
Yeah, the wrong
He
people.
upset. Do you know what I mean? The people he shouldn't have
I understand
upset.
what you're saying, but you know what I mean? It's like,
But now some things are clear to
There's
see.
quite a
Like,
lot
we've
of
seen the
evidence.
video with
Yeah,
Cassie.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like, and things
That's
like
not
that.
good, bro.
that's
what
the
he
one
done.
that got me, the actual video.
You know, he was getting.
Because guess what happens?
He
yeah?
was getting escorts to piss in her mouth,
I know, bro. Yeah, he's doing all kind of.
and that was his missus.
Bro, man, there's some mad shit going on in these kind of places, bro. You know what I mean?
He's getting escorts round to the house to piss in his
Yeah,
girl's
but that
mouth.
happens. It happens at parties with these rich dons. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they're weird, you know.
sick,
Some
though.
Bro,
It's like, what do you want from life, you weirdos? I don't even accept the fact that it happens with these rich people. No,
yeah, bro.
you're a fucking cunt, mate.
Yeah, of course you are. But bro, man,
the funny
Sick,
thing is,
isn't it?
I always thought he was a proper little melt, and to a degree he is, but I never knew the levels where he is.
I never knew, bro.
You know, like back in the day,
portray-
I thought Suge Knight was bullying him, like the East Coast, West Coast.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
nah,
yeah.
There's stories where Puffy was like strapped up and ready to go, like
Yeah. Well, what about that Keefy D shit? Obviously,
as well.
Puffy's paid them dons to fucking click them too, both of them.
As well.
He still owes them 500.
Yeah, because I think that fucking I think Diddy was involved in Biggie's murder.
Yeah, he was.
Do you know what I mean?
Often, bruv.
Because one thing that they know, the record labels and all that know, a rapper is gonna make the most money when he's dead. A dead rapper, do you know what I mean? When a rapper dies,
And didn't Biggie say he wanted to do his own thing or something? And he owed Biggie
Trying to
some
murder
dough
streaks for years.
or something.
yeah, same as
dangerous.
Nipsey Hussle. Do you fuck with Nipsey Hussle?
Yeah.
Same as him. He had a 10-year deal with Big U, and he was like 9 years into the deal. He wanted to do his own thing.
What you think?
Bam. What? Not what?
I'm not saying now, but it's not nice.
Have you not been keeping up with the Big U thing and all of that?
Nah.
There's a big possibility that's what happened, bro.
Okay, well, I'm
Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of people have been saying.
It's fine. I'm just saying, like, with that stuff, I like to try and think.
You got to remember, LA gang politics. We live in Norwich. Do you know what I mean? We live in Norwich. You don't
It's
know-
whole different shit, bruv.
Like-
Even America, just their culture and their self.
They have guns.
Nipsey was a fucking...
Bruv.
They
Nipsey's
literally
a
have, like, me and you.
rolling
That man's a
60s,
rolling
he was a
60.
crip.
You know what I'm
you
saying?
be-
Man, don't play,
Me and
bro.
you would be probably strapping right now.
The thing is, when the Black Panthers died out, that's when the Bloods and the Crips, like, the black people in the ghetto were still forming together, but they started forming gangs they was all coming together. Black Panther,
Yeah.
The CIA infiltrated the Black Panther, deaded the. Do you know what I mean?
I do understand
Boom,
what
and that's when the Crips come in, and then the Bloods. And
Yeah.
that's where we're at now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a whole different like the politics we have to face in
Well, you know
Norwich.
what? Yeah, Norwich
You're
is
not from round here. That's about as far
You
as
do
it
have
goes.
Bloods and Crips in England, though. You do have.
But how seriously do people take that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you fucking take it serious.
Nothing like
when I
America,
right up in your
bro.
face.
Saying
man.
that, do you know Dave East?
No.
Dave East had some. He had some English guys at the start of his album, didn't he? Do you know what I mean? Some little young Crips from fucking London.
Yeah,
chatting
yeah,
breeze,
yeah.
and he had them at the start
I
of the
know
track.
a few people that fuck like that, man. It's weird, man. Like how that's travelled so far across the pond.
Yeah, man.
And it's a fucking colour. It's not up to them, but to the general public.
It's
a fucking-
it's us as humans. Do you know what I mean? Like politics, Labour,
Again.
Conservative, blue, red.
Yeah.
Pick a colour.
Yeah.
Gang, pick your colour. It's us as it's in our nature as
It is, bro, yeah.
as humans. Do you know what I mean?
It's a shame, man. It's not elevation, is it really? Them man are just fucking... Because guess what? The postcode, what they're living in, they don't even own it, bruv. The council own it. Do you know what I'm saying, bruv? The
Yeah,
council
no,
will
for
make...
real.
I say, yo, young blood, you're going to get to fucking 18 and the council's going to kick you out the area, bruv. You can't even live there no more. Because you
know
cause
what I
so
mean?
much trouble there. Now you have to move to the other area where you never liked it. Now you got to like it, bruv. Or you're homeless.
What's going on, bro? I've got you, bro. Is everything all right? Because there's definitely a fucking surge in this country. Do you know what I mean? With violence,
Yeah, man.
like the gangs are on
I
a
know.
whole different level to when we was young.
Yeah, bro.
It was rare that like weapons and stuff when we was young. Yeah, of course
For
it
a reason,
happened.
innit? Yeah, man.
Like, and it would happen more within people that was living that life. Now anyone can get it, innit?
100%, bruv. 100%. Even everyone can get it, bruv.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, things have happened, bruv. You know what I mean? Like, you don't think things can happen and they fucking happen, bruv. Just out of nowhere. You never know. You know what I mean? Just like that, bro.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, bro.
The worrying, it's genuinely worrying. Like
It is when you got kids and all that, because you're wondering what world they're coming
Yeah.
into. Do you know what I mean?
Well, bro, that's what I'm saying. I've been in situations with my kids, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's been a bit crazy sometimes, bro. Can't lie. So fucking, yeah, man. Life's crazy, bro. But you know what I've learned? What I've learned about people. See people like our generation of bad. We used to have like bad man in our day.
Yeah.
But bad man of now are like drug addicts, bruv. They're not bad, bruv. They're just like naughty. They're not gangster, bruv. Like, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, there's a
Not
few
as much,
OGs
like-
out there, yeah, but
Well,
they've seen
Dad's
sense now. Like,
generation.
they've done their thing and they're chilling now. Like, look, bro, look for you, for example. You're a dad now, you chill. But before, do you know what I mean? You're about that shit, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah,
When
bro.
you got a kid, you think, do you know what I mean?
You do
Even
think.
nowadays,
You do, bro.
you think, like,
You do.
and it can be something simple as road rage or anything. You have to think when you've got how is this going to affect
Yeah,
my kid, do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Because, yeah, it's like, even a civilian, someone who's never lived a life of crime or been to prison, like, has that
Man,
moment where they
everyone
want to
has a
smack
story.
someone up. It's normal, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Can
It's
happen on the
normal.
phone
No, I
or in
get
the
it,
shop,
bro.
anywhere.
I get that, man. No, yeah.
I had a friend, ex-Zara, who was like, I think she was about like 30 when I went to college with her. And she's like, said something to me one day, and I was like, and she was going on about all her troubles, you know what I mean? Like, she'd had this life and that.
Yeah.
And obviously, no disrespect to that. But I went, she was like, I sort of said a few things about my life, like that my uncle had died. And she went, what? I was like, yeah, things do happen to other people. Like, were you there just thinking that, like, you're the only person that's had, like, relatives die.
You gotta
Or,
be considerate.
Pain is
you know what I mean? Like, we're all going through it every day. It happens
Everyone's
at
going through their own
different
shit in a different way of life, but it depends how you do it.
Right now, someone's scooping his dead wife
It's
and
the
kids
one
out of
thing-
rubble. Do you know what I mean?
course.
Pain is relative, but it don't make your pain any less than. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's all,
You know.
fucking
Pain is
end the
relative to
genocide,
what-
guys. Like,
But I feel like humans were made and we've evolved where we can deal with anything. If your whole
you
family
mean
is wiped
personally or
out,
collectively?
you can deal with that. You got to.
You have to, you got to.
If anything could happen, like the worst shit possible could happen, and you can deal with that because we've got that survival in us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, some people haven't though.
Of course not. Not everyone.
And then
That's
this is
survival.
what I'm saying. This is the problem with like drugs again, things like that. Like people have lost friends because of like not passed away and stuff like, but I've lost them to drugs, bro, because they have an excuse now to do it. Do you know what I mean? Rather than just fucking be a man up and sort that shit out, yeah. And there's everyone that's like, oh yeah, that man turned crackhead. Why? Oh, because this happened. I know one boy, right? I'm not, no names, but I know this boy. And he had a job, and his missus had a baby, and it was pregnant, and she gave birth to the baby and passed away. And then the baby got took, yeah, and then he started smoking.
Yeah.
Whatever he was doing, 11, 12 years gone by now, he can't even remember the reason why he started smoking. Now he says it's because something happened to him in a care home.
Yeah.
Like the brother's just lost it. They're just making up excuses and problems, bro.
Yeah.
Like they're not ready to. They can't pull through whatever, bro. They're not like like you said. Yeah, if your family, you have to come through. That's only certain people make it, bro.
Yeah.
Some people can't even fucking remember what their problem
Some
is.
people
Bro.
don't have the same thing.
It's a shame, man. And I knew him from when he had a job and a life, bro. Like it's sad.
I bet, like,
Because some people would just, their whole world would collapse from a divorce.
Do you know what I'm saying, bro?
A divorce.
Bro,
like-
that nearly happened to me, you know. I lost my fucking... I fucking split up with my baby, man. Didn't see my kids for that long, bro. I was sitting in I was in some lodge thing, bro, on my own. Bottle of Morgan's Tiki. Drinking out of the bottle, crying.
like that.
Brother, I was ready just to fall off.
Give
You know
up.
then what? You know what it's like, bro.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
just there, just ready to fall off, yeah. And I just had to just fucking... I put it down the sink, bro, and just woke up the next day. Yeah, rang my boy and said, listen, man. Just spoke to my mate. My mate's like, right. Come see you, mate, and sort you out, mate. And then fucking, I just had to pick up, bro. But I can
And that's
see.
how you know he's a real mate, bro.
Yeah, that's my boy, man. No names, bro. But yeah, I had someone there to fucking save me that time, bro. But I can see how people fall off because I could have just gone that way.
Yeah, my friend,
Bro, I was so depressed on my own, bro.
No, my friend that we buried recently was literally, you know, he's my hero when I was growing up
Yeah,
because he was like the coolest person.
yeah.
Well, it's drunk person, but the coolest person. And you know, it feels like he has a great life.
Yeah.
So I've misplaced what I was saying, but it's like he didn't give a fuck. His life in a good way.
Yeah, no, do you know what I mean? I'm not fucking... Pain is pain, bro.
It is, bro.
Yeah.
And fucking
Yeah.
not everyone gets through it.
He
you know?
didn't
No, that's what I'm trying to say. Only the
what I'm
strongest
trying to
do.
say.
Some people fucking need an excuse. Some people use that shit as an excuse to fall off, bro, and then they fell off, and then they want everyone to help them.
Yeah.
No.
Bro, give me 20 quid. Like, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean? Like,
You see it on like you work on building sites and you speak to older men.
Yeah.
They've been through 1 or 2 divorces and they're just bitter old men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
Fucking took the lot. She took the fucking lot. They can't. And then the second one, she took the fucking house. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like women take a lot of men.
women
out.
are dangerous, bruv. I'd rather have a problem with a man over a woman any day because that woman would take your soul, bruv.
But I've seen some of the hardest people, like realest people I've known,
Yeah.
only could have get taken out by a woman because
Yeah.
all the other stuff, prison and violence
Yeah.
and all the madness didn't.
No.
But a woman, like when it's there with the heart, bro, they can take
You know,
out
bro.
differently.
Yeah, they fucking right, bruv.
Do you know what I
You
mean?
just have to push forward. But then you know what? You use that as an advantage and then you fucking travel. And you do your work what you're supposed to have done when you was
exactly.
when you was with that woman or whatnot and you didn't do all that shit. You do it.
Exactly.
And then you come out on top. Or you don't. You know what I mean?
Because in life, some people are lessons, some people are blessings, but either way, do you know what I mean? Like,
All women are stressings.
trust me, bro.
Listen to the music then.
If you got one that's blessed and chill and
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm
Like,
lucky
should
now.
be-
I'm lucky now, man, because I'm at a balance in life, right, where I'm cool with everyone. Now, there's no problem. The dust is settled. Whatever's happened is the past. It's been years.
Yeah.
If we just keep it at an arm's length and we're just cool, you know?
You know what, Bob? It's funny you should say that because, like, people who know me and noticed when I went to jail for the first time, I got 7.5 years.
Yeah.
Without going too deep into the story.
I know, yeah.
Like, fucking, there was some, anyway, but the guy who gassed me up, because without this guy, one of my friends, someone I grew up with, without his statement, I wouldn't have got nicked, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I had this hate for fucking years. Hate, I used to fantasize in jail about torturing him, do you know what I mean? I had such proper hate for this guy, do you know what I mean? And fucking, a couple of weeks ago, I saw him, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was mad. I've realised I don't hate him anymore. Do you know how fucking... Do you know how... what?
You should hate
No, I've got reason to hate him, but I'm saying I don't. Do you know how liberating that feeling was? Like, well, I don't hate him.
Yeah, of course.
I don't hate him anymore. I saw him at the gym
Mm.
in the swimming pool with his kid, and I was thinking, fucking hell, I don't hate this guy. I got no feelings to him. In fact, I hope he's being a good dad or like whatever. Like,
you're calming yourself then.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a nice feeling, not like knowing that I don't hate anyone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Because hate's a very powerful thing.
Yeah, bro. Like,
You shouldn't hate anyone.
yeah, but it's easy to. What do you mean? If someone does something to you or your family, it's easy to hate them. What do you mean you shouldn't hate anyone? If someone,
there's a reason, a good enough reason.
let's say someone rapes Bob's mum, what? Bob shouldn't hate the person who raped his mum? So it's easy to hate.
It's a natural instinct.
Do you know what I mean?
Quite agree.
You're saying you shouldn't hate people. Well, it's easy to hate people if they do something wrong to you. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
Well, that is.
You have to be a special kind of person to not.
But one of my best friends' brothers got murdered, and he said the best day ever was when he forgave his fucking
Exactly.
the
That's what I'm on
perpetrator.
about.
I'm talking about a good friend.
Yeah.
He actually, the thing that actually made him more released from it all, like from all the drama and everything, was say it like 'cause it wasn't necessarily like deliberate. Do you know what I mean? It was like, yeah, you had to forgive him.
Yeah. Fucking switching it up anyway. Have you had any periods of your life where you haven't done music, where it's not been in your life? Like
Never, man.
Do you know what
Always
I mean?
had a studio in my room or fucking...
So ever since you started making music,
I've always performed or I've always done a show.
Always
yeah.
done
You
something.
made beats to all yourself.
Yeah, I made beats and that, but yeah,
No, yeah.
I've do you know what, bro? I never took time off, bro. Never. Even through the worst times, bro.
If you're talking about relationships, I got in a relationship and it made me stop making music
Nah, man.
for about a year.
Because I've only
And-
ever been in a relationship. I've only ever been in you see, I was with my baby mum for 15 years.
Yeah.
Like, before that, I was with someone from school.
Yeah.
And then me and Luke, that was Force One day. So it's gone from Force One, apart from when I was in jail, for fucking 6 weeks.
Yeah. I never knew you'd been in jail.
Yeah, and I was in 9 weeks I was in jail.
Right.
And talking about...
Fucking shit in the shave, that son,
Bro, talking about that shit, yeah. I was on
No
I was on
games,
I was on Future Radio,
Yeah.
right?
We won't
And the
talk
jail
about
used to
that.
listen to me in there.
yeah.
So before I was in there,
Done 9 weeks standing in the fucking surgery.
bro, I was in there out, bro. It was quick, bro. Like, I
But
never
sometimes
say
them little ones are the hardest
that
ones.
was funniest time of my life, bro.
Yeah,
do you know what? Yeah, I was so happy in there, bro. I can't lie. Everyone was so nice to me, bro.
Yeah.
But you know why? Because everyone in there listened to my show on Future Radio in there.
Yeah, yeah.
So when I got in there, they was like, well, that's Terra, yeah? What are you saying? I listened to your show. Everyone was blessed. And it was Norwich. So it was nice.
I've had,
But that's Norwich.
I've had screws coming in myself. Like, do you know what I mean?
was lucky, bro, to be honest with you. Because do you know what it is?
to my music.
I was shitting myself, yeah. I was thinking all the shit I've heard, all the shit. I'm thinking, I'm fucked. Oh, no. Shit. And then someone said, what, Terra, yeah? I'm thinking, no.
Yeah, oh shit.
Oh, no. You know what's going to happen now? That everything was calm. Like, give me a mirror and that, bruv, so I could see myself in the scene. You know, little things,
Little
bruv.
things
I
like
was
that,
happy,
innit?
bruv. You know, toothpaste and a razor and shit. Like, I was just gassed, bruv. Bit of backy, bruv. I was happy, bruv.
Yeah, and it's good to hear that you've never had no breaks, because honestly, I've had a break.
Yeah, no, that's the only time
And
when I went there
it felt like
for
a part of my soul.
9 weeks. I didn't make no music.
What, you didn't try to write or nothing?
I had a few bars, and then, bro, okay. So I was popping before I went jail. I was doing my thing. Went jail, come out. Come out thinking it's the same situation. Guess what? Dan Watts and this brother's here spitting now.
Yeah.
I was the only fucking spitter in the game before I went there. I've come out and there's new guys now.
Yeah. Big up Watts.
Yeah, big up Watts, my brother. Yeah, he's my guy now. But he understands.
Got an EP job.
Yeah, no, he's my guy, bro, because we talk and we're blessed now. Like, we always talking now. He's my guy. And we've been places, like, we've been other cities together and stuff. He's my mate. But
yeah, whenever he talks about how he looked up to me, he'll always say you in the same.
Yeah, he's my guy, man. I'll big him up, bro. I do.
You know
and I'll always big him up. And if I can help him anyway, I would, you know?
Yeah.
But he makes tunes. He don't really perform. I don't know. But anyway, so I've come out now and I'm obviously thinking, who the fuck's this guy? He's bagging out tunes and that. We ended up clashing and all this shit, bruv.
Oh, you clashed him, yeah?
I did, yeah. We had a clash. I reckon I lost that one as well. Big him up.
Yeah. Terra loves blues and a clash.
Do you know what I mean? I lose them all, bruv. I can't lie.
If it's party, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but in a set it's different, yeah. But clashing, man.
That's a whole nother thing.
Bro, I
you know
can't
what
clash,
mean?
man. Can't deal with it, bruv.
Yeah.
I've not got for me, I got to, like...
Yeah, you have.
How can you say something about someone if you don't know them?
Easily.
Yeah.
No, how?
Well, imagine like...
Oh, mate, I've won.
Imagine where I learned to rap, do you know what I mean?
Okay, this
Yeah, that's the deep end, like with the sharks, isn't it?
The
You're from
first
straight.
thing I ever said in the rap battle.
You get punched up.
No, I get it, bro. Yeah.
Someone said, "Mum, something about my mum." I punched them in their head, bro.
Yeah, because it's real, innit?
Yeah, but the first thing
But do you know what? Grime allowed it. Grime allowed
nothing.
it. Because before Grime come around, with your mum this, your mum that, you were getting smacked up for saying that
first
shit.
thing I said in the rap
was real.
Oh, this is real shit. This is real shit. I ain't playing none of that.
Grime watered everything down and commercialised.
Even at my age now, I ain't playing none of that. I ain't battling or
bro.
clashing or nothing.
No. 100%.
But I appreciate the sport of it. I like watching Shawnee B's battles.
Right. He's funny, isn't he? Big up Shawnee B. He can do a
big
backflip
up
when he's
Shawnee
heavyweight. You see that?
Yeah. I've seen him. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, do you know how I met Shawnee B? Let me tell you a story about Shawnee, yeah? Fucking, we was in Plumstead
What's the time?
area. And he threw a snowball at me. That's how I met him.
Like that, yeah?
Yeah. Just out of nowhere, slap in the back of the head.
Yeah,
You know what you saying, Terra? I'm Sean. Smack.
Like that.
I was like, what the fuck?
My idol, Terra T.
Smacked me straight in the head. Big up Sean, man, because he got me with a snowball.
No, he's battling in a minute, isn't he? He's like he's doing.
That's right.
He's my brother as well, man. I big him up, man.
And I was actually thinking about that earlier. Like maybe I'm not saying. Well,
It's
I'm
like
now saying it
spoken
like
word, isn't it, what
bigging-
they do?
Since we last had the podcast, bigging up the things that have come out, like No ETA Volume 1 and Volume 2 by Streaks of Longton. That has come out since we've been on this podcast. You know, like Harry Xer and Measy.
Yeah, there's things, do you know what I mean?
You know, no, I'm just saying to just bring light to what has actually been going
There's a
on.
lot of
Since
stuff.
the last podcast above, I've
That's what
dropped
I'm
a
saying.
couple
What
of
have
tracks
you
on
been
Link Up TV, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're doing your thing, bro.
I dropped a project
You're doing your
with,
thing, man.
you know T?
Who, sorry?
You know T?
T.
T-Man.
Yeah.
Must have known.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, me and him dropped the EP.
You got a whole EP. I didn't see it
bro.
promoted, man. I didn't know it was a whole EP, though.
Yeah.
I'll check that.
Yeah, we dropped the whole EP. I'm now dropping a project with Watts. Fucking
Yeah, big him up, man. What was we saying about Watts? What was we saying?
Watts used to love a battle. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he did. He's had a
does
few
love
clashes as well, hasn't
Yeah, what was it? It was the other guy called Timeless, and it was like, wow. That was a right good
he?
battle.
Hip hop guy.
No, I rate
Yeah, he was a great
I
guy.
rate that part of an MC rapping thing where someone can
Not afraid to just clash
you can,
it.
like say whatever you want and I'll say whatever I want. I do rate that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because not every rapper can do that.
No.
Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
people
but-
get killed over that shit.
Yeah.
For real, people get killed.
Do you know
over
what?
that.
I didn't
We
take
used
that
to do
shit
it when
serious
we
till I
were
went to
really
Sheffield,
young,
to be
like
honest.
Terra, like you were young.
But them man are serious. And
What they will fuck you up over that,
No. They say deep stuff.
and they don't get physical. They just
No. Yeah, well, I think there was the brother I was clashing. He went deep on me for the first time I actually fucking felt it. Like I wanted to do him something.
yeah.
Like normally I'm music. I'm not listening, bro. I'm just ready for my turn. I'm just reciting bars ready for my go. But this brother was chatting so much shit that I couldn't even remember my bars, bruv.
Yeah.
He was
That's
chatting
been through
shit.
your Facebook.
Bruv, he was chatting shit.
Your girlfriend's
I was like,
Facebook.
bruv. I even
know
threw a
what I
little
mean?
wobbly.
That's
Like,
the
nah,
thing,
man, you can't say them things on the mic, bruv. Like, I even threw a little wobbly, bruv.
Yeah, you mentioned my sister, yeah?
You know,
Fuck you, bro.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But then, basically,
but
bruv, I wasn't happy, you know what I mean? I wasn't happy.
Like the battle though, like it was.
But he
like,
said some things and that showed me, like, bro, you can't do this, man. It's not for you, bro.
But if you gave this guy like,
And then you got his mates in the
Look at
background,
this
yeah,
big
shouting,
sweet
Terra, your
white
shit,
freestyle,
blood.
like.
Terra, your shit, blood. And you can't stop but hear that, bruv. Yeah, you're trying to remember your, but yes, fuck Terra, blood. Like, bruv, you can't, I'm gonna fuck you lot, innit? You know what I mean? By the time you've said that to them, it's your turn. You can't even remember what you're gonna say. Bruv, you've lost.
So
Do you know
you
what I mean?
basically, yeah, like we were saying what happened with Drake
they
and
said fuck
Kendrick.
Terror Blood, I'll say I meet Devil Mad in Hereford.
That's what happened with Drake though, isn't it?
I was just getting
He's had
smoked,
all these
bruv.
battles and felt so comfortable, and then he come up against, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of
But
that.
I'm just happy that I'm not a battle MC. And
No,
I'm
it's not
a
about
rave
battle.
MC. I do events, yeah.
Yeah,
And I
you
just
was-
tried something new because
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
was a battle MC, and that was what I was trying to win for,
It's
I'm gonna be the next
battle
fucking.
MC shit is
That would have been my
boring.
career finish, man.
Yeah.
Finish.
Now, when I think of you,
I'd rather hear a
I think
nice
of you
song.
getting the crowd hype.
Yeah, man, we
Do
do
you know
our
what I
thing
mean?
still.
Like-
Yeah, like that's me, bro. Go to the raves, get everyone fucking. We spray champagne off the fucking. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah, and it being a vibe. do you
yeah,
know what I
vibes,
mean?
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about the motor gig, because you said that was your favourite gig. Fucking what?
Yeah, I
did
think
you-
there was
what
like
that, a late-
12,000 people there.
Man.
We were just
Well,
shelling.
that was a festival, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a festival. There was a 3-day event.
Yeah.
So we did the first night. Then we did I missed the boat party because I was steaming my nut off, bruv, from the night before. I couldn't make it.
Yeah.
And then we did another night. But that night there, yeah, that was serious. That was the best night. Me and Ash just smashed the granny out of it. I think there's about 8,000 people at this one. And fucking, yeah, it was just crazy, bro.
You say you were steaming, so you couldn't make the because you find in this industry, like, you get a lot of messes, a lot of time wasters, people getting wrecked, all kinds of
Yeah,
things.
well, the thing is, bro, I just party a lot, man.
Yeah, us as well as
I
the next man.
I enjoy myself a bit too much sometimes, yeah. And then when someone says, right, okay, like sometimes I'm overbooked, bro. I've got to perform here, and here,
Yeah.
one night. It's not naturally gonna work, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was going mad, bruv, last year. We was performing so much, and I had a driver driving me around the country. We was doing fucking Birmingham, Wolverhampton, Norwich, London. We were just caning it, and
Yeah.
he ended up fucking having a heart attack through staying up. You know what I
Bless
mean?
him, yeah.
Yeah, he lives.
Is he all right now?
Yeah, he lives in Thailand now.
Yeah.
Just gone to chill in the heat and retire.
Yeah.
Yeah, big up my man H, innit? But yeah, like we were working so hard, fucking nearly lost him, bruv.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So yeah, crazy times, man.
That's the
Crazy
thing,
times.
innit? Because with music and, like, man, when I bucked up with these lot music lessons, do you know what I mean? And I'm older than all of these lot as well.
Yeah.
So I was partying with people 10 years.
You know
younger.
how it goes, innit, bruv? You know what I mean, bruv? And especially when you're travelling the motorways and you get booked for here, and you know what I mean, bruv? Liu, you've even been with us places, bruv, haven't you? He's even come with us to places, bruv. He's seen how it works. You know what it's like. You know what it's
What was the rave we went to? It's like outside Saffron Wall. Oh yeah.
Bruv, I was on fucking, we was in
Nah,
Tottenham, bruv, yeah? Bruv. Oh, it was just, I couldn't even talk, mate. I was just so fucking, it was just too much because we've been so busy doing bits. By the time I've got to radio now, man's just fucking there, mate. Just,
You performance night at the waterfront.
yeah, we're at the waterfront tonight. I'll tell Ash, the Shy Effects is there tonight.
The first time we done Boom Bap Festival, that would have been what, 2015?
Yeah. 16 maybe.
So on the Wednesday, we were supposed to do a gig in Yarmouth,
Yeah.
I'd done that gig.
but the promoter was a melt and it didn't happen.
Right.
So we ended up going back to, me and Harry was living together on Angel Road, big up Ixa.
No, he did the gig, didn't he?
No, bro, the gig didn't happen. We went back to the orphanage where we lived and all got fucked, and like I threatened to kill King because I thought he'd nicked
Oh,
my
yeah,
bottle
I
of
do remember
vodka. Like, it turned out the bird that I was seeing at the time had stashed the bottle of vodka because she knew where I what like he can't have any more booze. Do you know what I mean? I was fucked. But I was blaming King.
Right.
Big up King. He's never been the same with me after because I accused him of nicking it.
Yeah.
Thursday night, the next night, so imagine you're fucked, boom, we've gone to see Wu-Tang at Kentish Town. Did you come?
No.
So boom, the second day we're in Kentish Town going to see Wu-Tang. That's enough. That's 2 days. Now chill.
Yeah.
But then the Friday, I'm going to my first ever festival.
Yeah.
Boom Bap. So I've arrived at the festival 3 days into a sesh already.
Fucking hell. I don't even want to see humans in the third day, bro. I can't even hear. Bro, you know one time, yeah, bro. Now let me finish the story.
Good, man. It was so
That is the story. So I don't have to have a weekend.
I was 3 days in, yeah. I said, fuck this, I gotta go to my mum's. My mum lives in a penthouse, top floor, yeah. So you can hear fucking beautifulness. But bruv, listen, like, you know, like a producer, you know, you got like a mixer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could, because it was the third day, I was kind of like fucking, I could hear birds. I could change shit. I could hear shit separately, bruv. Everything was beautiful, fam. Like, I said to my mum, this is beautiful, man. I could fucking turn down the car sirens and turn up the birds, bruv. Turn down, bruv, it was all mad, bruv.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's crazy time.
Just through all of that insanity, do you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Just go to
the
sleep,
late
innit?
nights, the not sleeping, the
You know what I mean?
chemicals,
It gets
the
too much.
partying.
Yeah.
Something beautiful can come out of that as well, do you know what I mean?
Of course, yeah, of course.
Like Symmetry 2016.
So you start talking about that.
Bob,
You kicked over reggae stands.
your friend, do you know what I mean? Bucky's friend passed away, Will. Hope you don't mind me saying, but Bucky done some songs that they used to do together. But I was just there crying.
Yeah, it was
Emotional times.
Bruv, crying.
Yeah.
At his, do you know what I mean?
Well, no, it was that. What it actually was, it was the last gig we were booked for. So the reason I played the gig, because me and Will had played.
We're supposed to do it together, yeah.
Supposed to do it together, so it's the last gig that we booked.
Well, I just remember being with
And I
Harry
didn't know
and
what to, I literally didn't know what to do. I remember I turned up and I didn't really know what to do. But what I wanted to do is play our recorded EP just out. Not even bother about me playing
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
But I still
As long as he was
I
getting
still
his
went up
voice.
there with my guitar. But I didn't know how to do it. And I tell you what, massive respect to Measy. Measy just got me, bro. He goes, come on, mate. And Measy done all the little DJing bits I needed doing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tiny little things. But my man just had me, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just...
Because what people don't realise,
That
people's
was just
like,
everything,
how's your
yeah.
music going? How's your music getting on? How's your little music thing?
Yeah.
It's life, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
That's right.
I met my daughter's mum at a gig. Well, I didn't even meet her. She messaged me after the gig. Like, so without me performing on stage, I wouldn't have met my daughter's mum. Do you know what I mean? Like some of the friends, like some of these spiritual things that happen. Do you know what I mean? Like what you're talking about there with it's not all about how much money you've made.
No, it's not.
Some of the places you've been, some of the people you've met,
Some people
Well,
don't
nobody
give a shit
remembers how
about
much
that
money
stuff.
some of the trophies, like
They don't
a
remember
trophy-
how much money you made. They remember your tunes or like how you performed or like the energy. They don't remember how much like you were getting paid.
No, but you know what I've learned, like in my life? My biggest fan is, the best woman in my life actually, yeah, is someone who doesn't even listen to me.
yeah, which is mad.
Yeah. That's what I've discovered. They don't even care.
Yeah, you don't even know them.
Yeah, it's them I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm Terra. Oh, hello. They don't even know who the fuck I am. I'm like,
One thing I do know is I've got more people listen to me who don't live in England than do live in England,
yeah,
which is crazy.
yeah.
Like my biggest fan base on like Case showed me the other day is like, yeah, most of your fans are in France.
Swear.
Do you know what I mean?
What
This is
kind of
crazy.
shit is that?
And you've been hating
And
on hip hop for years.
what it is
The realest shit.
you know Mob Deep.
Yeah.
I done a track with Big Noid out of Mob Deep. We went to Manchester, shot a video and all that. You was there, innit?
Yes, we did.
Fuck him.
Fair play.
And then we released this video. Dr. G was the producer of the song. Reg was on the track. Big up Reds. And we released the track, but the producer said, yeah, release it on Pack of Plugs channel as well.
Right.
A French guy. He's got a YouTube channel. He's got thousands, do you know what I mean? When I dropped that song on this French channel, my fucking listeners just went up, and they've always stayed up.
So you got your
Because of
supporters.
fucking with this French guy, do you know what I mean? That's why a lot of my videos now, that's why I put it on Pack of the Plug. That's why I put it on this French channel.
That makes sense.
But all these random French guys I've never met. Like the same way I'm typing in West Side Gun or Nipsey Hussle, they're typing in Ricky
That's what it
Blitz.
should
You know
be,
what I
though.
mean?
That's that UK shit. That's what they're
That's
saying.
it.
You know what I'm saying? That's that
how it
UK
should be,
shit.
though, isn't it?
That's that UK.
Yeah, it's that UK.
That's that UK shit.
Yeah, that's what they're saying, brother. Trust me.
It's all-
Can we have that again?
that proper
That's that
shit.
UK
Proper
shit.
shit. Yeah.
Now the French accent hits
Now,
different.
big them up though, man. You know, them French people.
Mate,
are
I love
serious
French
guys
hip hop,
as well.
Funky Family, and Mafia K1. That I was actually into that French hip hop from quite a young age.
All right, bro, bear with me a second, man. I need to quickly go to the toilet, bro.
While we're on the subject, what other End City legends can you think of that we haven't mentioned?
Bro, man, like, there's so many MCs. Big up Jamming again, by the way, because he is top tier MC, man. Like, I wish, I've been around a long time like you, bro. There's been better, like Versa, Grins.
Versa, yeah.
Versa.
I remember
There was some
Versa.
serious guys, bro, in our time. Through the time span of Norwich grime,
Yeah.
there's been some
Yeah, the
serious
first
guys,
people
man.
doing grime as
Do you
well.
know what I mean? If we all just stuck together like we should have done, and everyone
remember
stuck
it.
to the fucking plan, then we would have, do you know what I mean? It would have gone a lot further. But a lot of the people jumped off and then fell out with their friends.
You were like the king of that, though, weren't you?
No, do you know what?
At
I
the
wasn't. I just
time,
tried
you
to.
were.
No, yeah, well, I just tried to help everyone, man. You know, and show everyone
but
this is
you
what
were
mine
like-
was.
you were the
Because no one
kingpin
understood.
rapper.
Yeah, no, respect, bro. Respect that, man.
Because I remember.
I just tried to just
yeah,
show
I just
everyone this is
remember
what we
it.
need to do, and I just tried to stay on the road and help everyone like coming up. So you see what I learned. People used to get a little power and think they were serious guys,
the
and then they
next
never want to
generation-
help. They never want to help no one.
Yeah, yeah.
So whenever I used to watch someone, I used to help them. Then they used to go off and think they could do what they got to do, but I was still there just trying to help everyone.
Yeah, no, I've faced it a lot as well where you help people, they're
Yeah,
coming up.
man. Yeah,
But
they've done that
then-
loads of times, brother.
And then do you know what I mean? People forget.
They do, bruv, yeah, and then they think, oh no, they make music videos up, whatever. You know.
Yeah, no, they forget. Do you know what I mean?
It's a shame though, man, because
But
we're still here
You'd
doing
rather
what-
be who you are, and I'd rather be who I
oh,
am.
there
do
you
know what
go,
I mean?
bro. Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah,
Like, don't switch.
I'm happy. I'm happy just doing my little raves and my arenas and that, and
Yeah.
fucking just doing that, bruv. So,
But
yeah.
definitely a couple honourable mentions. Do you know what I mean? We mentioned Dawn and Sonia.
Yeah, foundations.
Do you know what I mean? Toddy
Toddy recorded my first tune ever. He showed me how to record music.
like that.
Yeah, big up DJ Mill.
And Ninja from Force One took me there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
As I said, I was with Toddy last night. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. He's the reason I make tunes. Like you should accept
Thursday
this.
night. Sorry, like
And Scooby as well. I don't know if you know Scooby, man. Drum and bass DJ. He used to work in Sound Clash. You know Sound Clash?
I remember them.
Yeah, yeah. He helped me a lot. Taught me a lot. He used to work with Dawn and Sonia.
Yeah.
at Spinny, teaching us like how to use Fruity Loops and Reason.
Yeah,
Music production shit. Yeah, man.
yeah.
Toddy-
Sally Fox. Do you know what I mean? Will Wilson. Future used to be a hub, like fucking for up and coming people.
It was,
They-
bro, yeah,
They
yeah.
used to have the Wednesday night free sessions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I met a lot of people on that Wednesday night free session. Do you know what I
A
mean?
lot,
yeah,
like,
They had a 2-hour session. Toddy.
Drinks had this
I
shit.
think I've seen you in there a few times in there.
I said to Toddy the other night, because I still fuck with Toddy now.
Yeah.
When I came out of jail in 2007,
Yeah.
I went to Future.
Yeah.
So I met Toddy. Tea Leaves took me there. Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah. Big up T. Lee's as well, man.
Big up him as well.
Yeah,
do you know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean? Because
yeah.
he, you know.
He was in a crew called. What was his crew called, man? What was T. Lee's crew called, man?
I don't even know, bro.
He used to be like Risky Business.
That's it.
Risky Business.
Archaic and all them, man.
Archaic,
do you know what I mean?
Zebedee's DJ. They used to do an event called what was that? Overtime events. And they had Chipmunk there before
There you
Chip made
go.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we remember it was
Yeah.
all underground.
Yeah.
Booking.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of
We were spitting with
history, bro.
Chipmunk and them. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's
no,
what I mean. We go
yeah.
way back, bruv.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of
Beating them
history.
mans in the battle.
There's a lot of history, do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
man. Yeah,
them
there is,
days
bro.
there, I thought I was Tupac, though. Do you know what I mean? So I fucked all my links up. Do you know what I mean? Just thinking I was Tupac, bro.
Yeah.
But really, I was.
Feel
Just,
it!
do you know what I mean?
No, but you was
nah.
doing your thing though, man. Do you know what I mean? Like you've always been recognised as a serious hip hop guy around here, bro.
But I said to Toddy the other night, you've got some patience and tolerance because the amount of MCs he's worked with,
You know what I'm saying?
little young dons thinking they're the man,
Yeah, of course,
like little
of course.
thugs out
He's seen
there.
it all, innit?
And Toddy's there just engineering
Yeah,
these
yeah, yeah.
guys like, oh,
Yeah,
this
but
is
what
the
a
new
job.
one.
Yeah.
In a way, what a job. Like, it's a great thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Toddy sees it like as a tour. He's like, oh,
Nah, well, do you know what I remember he used to do to us?
Post officer doing some.
He used to listen. He used to watch YouTube on his phone with his headphones on.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even, and just wait till you finished. Yeah, boop, just
no, that's sick. Bro.
Yeah, he wasn't even listening to us, bro. He was watching YouTube.
Is there any
sandwiches?
Young and up and coming?
Yeah, that's dope, though.
Is there any young and up and comings around here?
Do you know?
Because I don't know any.
And it's crazy to say this, yeah, but there's a Chinese boy called Dim Sum, right? He's popping.
What, from around
Dim
here?
Sum on the mic, okay. Dim Sum on the mic, and I let them. Dim Sum. Do you know him, bro? Do you know him, Lou? You know Dim Sum? He goes in it. He's been on AG. You know DJ AG on it. Mario's been on there.
London,
yeah. Big up Dim Sum, yeah. He's doing his thing.
Okay, I don't know this guy.
We got Raya Lou. You know Casey McKenzie, the boxer, and that. You know him and his dad Leon used to play
still
football.
Doing his thing, yeah.
Yeah. His little sister's popping. She just got signed. She's from here.
Dope.
Who
Because
else?
he was doing his thing with Will Star, weren't he?
Yeah, he was doing his thing. Yeah, he was just on a rave with me the other week. We just
Yeah.
done the thing. I'll send you some clips, man. He was just doing
Yeah,
his thing.
definitely.
Casey's done. Who else we got? If I've forgotten anybody on the thing, I'll just listen to myself. I don't really pay attention. But from the events, who's getting booked when I'm seeing the youngers around?
There's things are going on, isn't it?
Just Ash. I'm not gonna lie, my DJ is just popping, bruv.
Yeah.
My guy Ash is the serious DJ, bruv, and he's just the guy to watch out of everyone. Ash.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So what things have you got coming up?
Waterfront. Ash is there tonight with Lily, is partnered up. We've got there's a lot of events every month at Space. Kudos, Hold Tight Harry Turner. What else have we got? Sidewinder next week. And then we've got Junction 24 in Erland Park.
Junction 42.
Is it 42?
You got the numbers.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm there. I got my tickets early.
Okay. Well, we're there.
Yeah.
Also,
But I might have to jump. You have to let Licks come and spit a verse.
well, a garage
you know
thing,
what I
yeah?
mean? Cool.
Yeah, I say nothing, bro. As long as you shout, oli.
I'll do that verse.
All right. Yeah, say nothing. Work something out.
I'd love to do that. You know?
Then we're gonna go. Then we got Thailand. We've got the waterfall party, full moon party, and we're at Infinity Beach Club for a month. Then we were supposed to be in Bali.
You do the same set every day. When
Same
you
set.
say you're there for a month, like, how do you work that? Like,
We go to
Same
the
set
club.
every night, yeah.
Yeah, we just bang the clubs, bruv, and spray
but
champagne.
I'm saying in the music that you play.
Yeah, I'm not a DJ, so it's whatever the DJ plays, as long as it's
I love
130 to
spraying
140.
champagne, isn't it? That's
Yeah,
your thing, isn't it?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
I'm switching it up. Watch how I leave hip hop. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, that's how you win, yeah. And then there's the girls at the front, and you just spray it in their mouth, and they love it, bro.
There you go.
And then you got a little hot tub with an Airbnb, and you've won.
You're winning, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now you deserve to be winning, bro.
That's what-
Because you've been doing this a long time.
No, I have,
do you know
bro.
what I mean?
Yeah, man. But that,
And
do you know what I've learned?
I know talent and consistency when I see it. Do you know what I
No,
mean?
respect, bro. I appreciate that.
You know,
man.
you've been doing you live this shit.
Yeah.
It takes one to know one, so I know that you live and breathe this shit, bro.
Yeah, no, I
Do you know what
appreciate
mean?
you, man. Of course, bro. Yeah, it took a long time, man. I just tried to show everyone to do this. This is why I want everyone to do this. I want you to be there. Everyone. We should all be doing this. That's when I say to you, I wish these MCs were still here, because we would all be doing this. You know what I mean? It's only because I've stuck with it that we're here. But the door's open because of, like, I'm telling you, like, people like again, my DJ Ash, yeah, he's the reason a lot of doors are open, because he is he's the reason we've gone to Sundown. He's the reason we're doing this and that, you know? You know what I mean?
And I think once upon a time, people thought that MCs and rappers, once you got to your mid-20s, that was it. But we didn't know, because we'd never had old rappers before.
No.
But now we know you can fucking get into your 30s and 40s and even 50s and still be dope rappers.
Well, look at the drum and bass scene. Look at X-Man and things like that.
They're still doing their
They're
thing.
older than us, bro. How
You know
old are
what I
they,
mean?
man? They're like nearly... They're like...
Bob, have you heard of Slick Rick?
Yeah?
Do you
Yeah,
know
I have,
what I mean?
yeah. I have.
He's now putting a new album out. His first album in like 20 years.
gigs,
Do
innit?
you know what I mean?
Well, gigs. Look at Skepta. Like, they're us. You know what I mean?
People, when Giggs was blowing up when he was like 26, and people was like, he's an old guy.
I remember getting his Walk in the Park mix CD
Same.
in a paper front.
Do you know
Like,
what I
just
mean?
how we were banging out CDs. I remember getting his mixtape like that for free.
Yeah.
Just, yo, check this. You know what I mean? From Teely's, funny enough, you know?
There's a because Teely's booked him, didn't he?
Is that what it was?
But then the local police didn't let him come.
Okay. Because he had bare CDs. He was just banging them out.
What was the guy? Tea Leaves used to. There was a guy, a promoter guy. Ish's friend. He got Ish. But yeah, they booked gigs, but fucking at that time, all of the local fucking police were shutting gigs down. Do you know what I mean? They weren't letting.
Yeah, they was on that. What was that? The P90 or some shit. The
Some shit
442
like that.
or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were shutting down all the grime
Trying
raves and
and
stuff.
everything, do you know
They
what
were saying, they were setting a sign that you can't play POW. You know, Lethal be POW. You can't play it. If you play it, nightclub done. Like, there's madness,
Mad.
bro. Yeah, they were banning tunes and they were shutting down. There was a time, that's why grime died, you know?
Yeah.
Because there was a time where it was dead. Do you know, that's when MCs fell off, you know?
Yeah.
Because they were like, this ain't doing shit. We was just like, there was no competition on YouTube.
Yeah.
There was fuck all going on. And that's when drill formed, didn't it? That kind of time.
Yeah, I think there's a good balance of like, there's UK artists differently blowing now on an international level.
Yeah, man.
You know, your Central Seas,
Yeah.
Stormzy.
Still don't live with the respect.
But the underground is still well alive and healthy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's still people doing gigs. There's still people doing clashes, battles. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of the names we've mentioned are still doing their thing. Shorty's still battling.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Watch is still in the studio.
Yeah, he is.
You're out all over the world doing gigs.
Yeah.
You're making it out. People still doing the...
You just dropped some stuff on as well, haven't you?
Always.
Yeah.
I've just dropped 2 on Link Up.
Yeah, I just saw. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I got a song coming out with 4 members of the Wu-Tang. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Killer Priest, Beretta 9, Shabazz the Disciple, and Maya Lansky. Do you know what I mean? I've been sitting on it for years.
Really?
Yeah, I've been sitting on it for years.
So
Funnily
you
enough,
got mad music,
I met
bro.
Killer Priest across the road from here,
Shit, man.
and fucking, I've just
I'm
bust
the
my
fucking
hand.
cunt that had to go to the fucking waterfront
How
and
come
do the
you've held
sound
it?
I
check.
just bust my hand, yeah,
Prick.
like 2 days before. I won't go into the story of how I bust my hand, but anyway, and then I met my idol, do you know what I mean? Killer Priest, fucking in Anglia Square of all places.
Yeah.
And I just remember fucking him
Wow.
putting his hand like that and this massive fucking shovel going like that. And as he's put his hand out, I just thought, fuck.
Yeah.
And he just crippled my fucking hand. Like,
Swear down.
what up, God? Just, you know what I mean? This big fucking God just crushed my fucking hand, bro. But yeah, imagine like meeting your idol from fucking New York in Anglia Square and then taking him to the studio.
Yeah. That would
You know what I mean?
that's a crazy,
So, yeah,
that's a
bro.
crazy time, bro.
Things are popping off. But what other plans have you got for the future before we wrap things up?
We're just performing around the world again this year. We're gonna just copy last year, copy and paste, and we keep that healthy there because I'm trying to branch out into other countries. I'm trying to show them what we do. We've opened the doors. Last year worked, so I know if I keep doing what I'm doing, then it's gonna work. I have to teach them because like oi. You can do that in Thailand.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers don't know what you're saying, bro. There's no reload. The DJ can't pull the tune up. No one's enjoying. You're just on your own, like, okay. You got to like learn their culture and shit. So that's what we're trying to do. Just open doors and...
And do they do different drugs out there? Like, so the audience, I'll give you an example. What did we do? We done something at fucking UEA and the whole audience was on Ket.
Yeah.
Because it was a younger
Everybody's on MDMA and blues.
and it was just a mad thing. Honestly, bro, this gig specifically, because I've done loads of festivals and all of that shit. But I just remember this specific gig, everyone was on Ket. And it was like performing to, what's that series, The Walking Dead? Because there weren't... There was no vibe because everyone's in their own head. Fucked. Do you know what I mean?
That's the main thing on that Koh Phangan, this little island I go to.
Yeah.
That's the number one drug out there is ketamine.
They love it.
They love it. They do love it. And I was in some mad Eden party, brother, over some mad bamboo fucking... I went on a boat, yeah. It was just a piece of wood with an engine, brother, and I can't even swim. And listen, it was fucking...
Black men can't swim, bro.
Bro, no, for sure. Yeah, listen, bro. Listen. And imagine this year, I was seeing stars and shit, bro. Yeah, anyway, we've got there. I'm on this little enchanted island and it says, beware of the snakes. There's anacondas and shit, bro.
I'm gone, bro. I'm coming back.
They're all
to
on
Norwich
K out
after
there, bro,
that,
listening to this man out there. You know, normally there's a DJ and a mic, yeah? This does a DJ and a saxophone. This geezer, and everyone's fucking dancing to the saxophone, you know, all on K, bro.
Yeah,
Man.
it's something different.
Yeah, I didn't do that, though.
That's a different shit, yeah.
Even though it's a mad jug, I know it can be very spiritual.
Everyone was all very, do you know what I mean?
very
Everyone was in there
spiritual as
fucking, people were on some madness, bro.
I
Sitting on
remember when my
picnic.
mate just spat on my floor.
No, that's rank.
He literally just had
How random.
going to jail.
We're talking about
What are you on about? People already know, like, you can't. What he spat on your floor?
Bro.
Kevin.
I'm killing him.
that's
That's going right in his eye for a
ketchup,
start. He spat on your floor, bro.
Yeah, because he's like,
Oh, that's funny.
he's standing there
I
with
would've been
just
happy
spat
with
on the floor.
Yeah,
He's
no,
like,
do you know what it is?
"What?"
Most of the nightclubs I'm in, though, most of this stuff, like, it's a lot of people are just on the Mandy, bro, and the blues, man.
yeah.
Everyone's in love and happy.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of bullshit going on.
That's good.
They reckon that Diddy has been addicted to MDMA for like 20 odd years.
I believe it.
Do you know what I mean? The free cops.
Bro!
When they raided his house, man had 1,000 bottles of baby lotion. 1,000 bottles.
Oh, bro.
Do you know what I mean? The free
What about the
cops-
pizza boxes?
What happened with the pizza
I
boxes?
don't, because you're on about Pete. What?
No,
That's something
they've
different,
got a
bro.
recording of a phone call to his son. It's Diddy speaking to his son.
Yeah.
Right.
And he goes, just remember the pizza boxes.
Yeah, that's some deep.
And it's like some mad code.
That's code.
Because pizza is what they was using on the other thing, Bob.
What?
The pizza scandal, remember? Bob, that's a paedophile thing.
Yeah, that's
bro.
a pizza.
Well,
Can you not remember
A cheese pizza.
Well,
innit?
he was recorded saying that. I'm
Man,
pretty sure.
what?
Google it. I might, you can cross-reference.
So a
me.
cheese pizza is blonde. Do you know what I mean?
But he's
mushroom, like different
so what
things
I'm
you're all
saying is
doing.
there's a recording of Diddy on the phone to his son saying, just remember to get rid of the pizza boxes.
Yeah, that's dark, man. Man's into some fucked up shit anyway.
no,
For
that's a whole
Bieber, and
other
now it's another day
That's
for
got,
another
like,
thing.
it gets
But did he get Bieber though? What's going on with Bieber? Have you seen his latest videos and that? He's freestyling all fucked out of his head and that.
They done something to him.
He's lost it. Yeah.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
What what are you talking about, bro?
Well, freestyle
Man's about-
off your head is a fine thing. to
Oh
do.
yeah. He's a bit fruity, isn't he?
Nothing wrong with not to Bieber. Nah, they fucked him up. Hey, we're gonna wrap this up. Do you know what I mean? But definitely, we're gonna have to have a
Yeah,
part
man, we need
two.
a part 2, man. We've only just
And-
started the convo licks, man.
And we're gonna, do you know what I mean? We're
Yeah.
gonna get Born on there as well.
Yeah, we're
Do you
gonna
know
get
what
my
I mean?
man on here. We have to have a proper convo.
That would be because then we can really
Sit
go
back with
to
a
the
drink and
roots of it all.
talk.
Do you know what I mean?
We need that. That would make sense.
Yeah, but you're a legend, bro.
No, likewise, bro, man. It's been good to love, man. It's been
You're a
good, man.
legend, bro.
I love all
And you've been doing this thing a long time. And without you, a lot of people wouldn't have got into music.
No, thank you.
You
I
inspired a
appreciate
lot of people in this city
Yeah.
and out of this city as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So keep inspiring people.
Love, man.
Keep
Thank
doing your thing.
Yeah.
Keep with the Ollie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
that's what
Love,
you
bro.
do,
Likewise, yeah.
Because
Come
you're
on,
the
bro.
king of the party, bro.
We're doing that,
But
man.
now you're a legend, bro, and
I appreciate you, man.
Blessings with everything you do.
Yeah.
Blessings with your youths, and it's, it'd be good to see what your kids, the next
man.
generation. You say your
Bro,
son's
yeah.
coming up now, so
Yeah, man. You're gonna watch out for him, bro. Next couple years. What is he? He's 12. We're gonna get him on radio in the next year or two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and fuck Leo if we got your belly on. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause you didn't tell.
We're allowed. We pay money to look like this, Licks. We pay money to look like this.
It's took a lot of years and
It
a lot
has.
of money and a lot of struggle to have a dad bod like that.
No, that's
and
so
your
true.
dad bod's coming soon. Big up Willow.
Yeah.
Hey, Gangsta Hippy podcast. We'll see you all again soon in the new settings. Big up.
Yeah, this is a banger, man. This one's a banger. I big up Lou on the visuals for this.
Friends become enemies, fam, I know.
Fam, I know.
So cold on a lonely road. Snowman mashing out pools of snow. Drive for your area, nice and slow. He's in your house, like where's that bro?
I also
Friends become
Licks.
enemies, fam, I know.
I see snakes and envy around my bro. So cold, I'ma call this the snowman flow. Match me, that's a no-go. Big Mike man from long time ago. Dark room, all you see is my zoot go. Spend money like we don't like that though. I won't dish you if you're not a mic man though. Too many brothers try and hype man, they don't wanna fight man though. Hide on bro. So many eyes that I control. I read between lines and lies untold. You don't wanna see me in Mike Tyson mode. You will get sparked like a lightning bolt. It don't really matter whose guys involved, cause my guys will make it so glide and flow. Last thing you see is light and smoke when the 12 gauge gets drawn out.
Bow.
I'm living hood famous. My environment's armed and dangerous.
And dangerous.
I can't trust my brothers. How the fuck can I trust any one of these strangers?
These strangers.
I show love to the road for ages, but fuck that, I ain't doing no favors. Too many dons with goofy behaviors. So cold on the lonely streets. DJs, all I do is kiss my teeth. Too many pum-pums names on the beat. I could be up in a room with flames and heat. Talk to the top guys and make my tweet, but you never wanna bite off the hand that feet. On the other hand, man, make man bleed. I bless the ground to walk on my G. I walk with the Lord like a Jesus key. Gunshot for pussies with evil schemes. We can swing it out, just give man a shout. Round for round, we can spray hype 16s. Freestyle sharp on your iPhone screen. My flow so cold, my flow freeze. Your flow sounds like you're smoking cheese. Don't trust that bitch. Keep your mouth shut, don't trust that snitch. Get paid in full, but your plan might fall like when Rico did that to Ace and Mitch. How can you say that you're living so rich when on the road works your name ain't shit? It can only mean one thing.
Your name don't ring. I don't watch what anyone thinks. All your gang them sing. That's why for you it's a myth. I just kick back and bum my split while money man I burn in the bridge. I observe while earning a quid. I put my work in a bits. Hey.
So cold on a lonely road. Snowman mashing up rolls of snow. Drive for your area nice and slow.
He seek your house like where's that?
Friends become enemies.
I'll tight Liu on that visual. I'll tight Mazza
Big up Lee.
on the beat. That one is a banger.
Peace. Hey, that was a vibe, bro.
Yeah.
That was a vibe.
Gangster. 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 Gangster.
Gangsta Hippy Podcast.